What is up, everybody? Okay, it's time for the co-op account. Hoping for a deer mid buff, yeah. And Limitagar68, thank you for the 1 year, man. Right on the button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, I hope deer mid gets the buff. And we'll see though. It could be Taiga, it could be Baldy, it could be Romulus. Like it anyone but Ku, for the love of God. So they buffed Jekyll and Hyde last night, and for like a minute, I was really happy. Right, I logged in the game as the buffs happened. I saw he had a strengthening quest. I'm like, yeah, and then I beat it, and I was like, no, because I don't know. I don't know what you were thinking. Like. Okay, you're probably not gonna fix Jekyll and Hyde in one buff anyway, right? But this buff basically wasn't a buff, right? This is, I mean this, it's worse than Kiyohime's buff, right? It did nothing. If you use the buff, you are probably weaker than you were before. And so let me explain this. On Jekyll and Hyde's third skill, which is the crit buff, they added an 80% battery to it. And you might say, wow, that's a lot. Thing is, that's terrible. Because first off, it's on the crit skill. So if you use the battery to get into Hyde form, you don't have your crit buff anymore. Like, which is one of, like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's one of the few good, I don't know if good is the right way of putting it, but it's like one of the only thing Hyde has is at least he has a crit buff, right? But now you don't have that, so great. And also you just rushed your MP, which means you whiffed the heal, and you also just downgraded your quick and art cards because, you know, Hyde's awesome. It's just bad. Like, you're better off not using it and just saving it for the crit buff. And this is what blew my mind. I thought they were gonna make it so, like, if you're in Jekyll form, it gives you battery, and if you're in Hyde form, it gives you like Star Bomb, attack up, more crit up, you know, so, nope, doesn't do anything. Nothing happens in the Hyde form. It's exactly the way that it was. So, yeah, I'm not happy about that. Basically, Jekyll and Hyde is exactly the way he was before the buff, and if you use his third skill prematurely to rush your NP, you are now weaker. So, that's great. The only thing I can think of that's good about it is, and this is what Cairo was saying, you could, like, use it turn 1, don't transform, let the cooldown come back, so you're stalling, you're trying to get to 200%, 300% NP, then transform, and then use your crit buff. But now you just stalled for like a billion turns with Jekyll and Hyde, and Jekyll doesn't, like, very little compared to like 100 face or whatever, even if you're fighting a Rider. So you just stalled. You just stalled like 5 turns, right, where you could have just been NPing over and over and over again on 100 face. So it's like, what the fuck is the point of any of this? Yeah, it's terrible. I really stand by this. I think it's the worst buff they've done in the entire game. The only one that is close to it is like Artoria's, because Artoria's buff just got worse because of the way they changed the combat system. And Chaotic Owl, thank you for the 14 months, dude. The Jekyll and Hyde buff is the best buff ever given in FGO. Yeah, I don't know about that one. But yeah, I think it's worse than Kiyohime's. Like, no, because like, at least Kiyohime's is objectively good all the time, even though it's very minor, right? It barely does anything. Where Jekyll and Hyde's buff can actually make him worse. And normally you're just going to ignore it entirely where it does nothing. And I'm going to go with Al DLC 1. That's what I'm going to say for that, but thank you for the Twitch Prime. I appreciate it. So yeah, chat, before we jump into the horror that is Camelot here, this is not a recent thing, and Sphinx PhD for the 3 months. Thank you. Praying for Black Bart buff. Yeah, thankfully it has to be a Black Bart buff. I just hope it's a skill buff, not an NP buff. That's the if the buff is NP, I'm gonna be pissed because he's not doing damage one way or the other. But so here's the thing, chat. Long time ago, right? I was kind of newer to FGO, right? Kind of getting my bearings, starting to get grails. You know, Ku is now finished, right, with his grails. Other things, and you know, Billy was a pretty easy pick. And then I remember I had this moment. I remember looking at Sanson and Jekyll and Hyde because they're both in like my top 10 favorite characters in FGO. right? I've always really liked Jekyll and Hyde, right? He's awesome, and I like his legend or story beyond Fate, and he's really cool in Fate, and the voice actor does great. But I remember having this thought that Sanson, although bad, if grailed, can kind of do something. It's not like a complete waste of space, right? Like, Sanson made the cutoff of, yes, I like the character and he's bad, but I'll grail him anyway. Where Jekyll and Hyde was so bad that I did not grail him. And I still haven't grailed him, even though he's one of my favorite characters. Because he's that bad. Like, when Sanson is better than you, you know something is wrong, right? Like, something is really wrong. Like, if Sanson makes the cut and you don't, you are a hell of a piece of shit right there. But, yeah, if they gave Jekyll and Hyde an animation update, though, I'd probably end up grailing him anyway. Alright, this is the second fight with Lion King, because we already did the first one. Now, Cairo has Dion, but I'm going to try my damnedest to beat it without Dion, because, one, I just kind of want to. You know, we didn't have Dion when we first got here, so I don't want Dion to, like, be the tiebreaker. I don't know, I kind of just don't want to use it. But also, I kind of, like, need to, you know, handicap myself because I accidentally leveled up Gilius. We're supposed to be level capped at 60, and I accidentally went to 70 because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So yeah, I kind of have to handicap myself a little bit. So yeah, I think we'll just stick with the crazy lady. Thoughts on Vlad's buff? It's pretty good. Vlad's buff is fine, and I'm happy about that because I've got Vlad on my ult account, and he's like NV3. And I'm actually grailing him and stuff, so I'm pretty happy about that. I can't imagine that would make or break us, Cairo, but I mean, if we go like a phase tank route, I tell you what, chat, if I abandon this team setup, what I'm going to switch to is double Nash. I'm serious, and that is going to be a horrible experience, and I very much don't want to do that. But yeah, if this doesn't work, I'm pretty sure I go double mash and you survive the NP several times and you just get like extra salami NPs, but I really don't want to have to do that. Okay, let's see. Well, I guess I brought him for skill seal, so she doesn't clear the debuffs. Which maybe that's worth. I don't know about that though. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can upgrade, because his skill doesn't skill seal. Because for some reason, DW thought that skill seal was so good that it needed to not be 100% chance unless you ranked it up to 10. Actually, in some cases, it's still not. Oh, great. I don't have the math. I could buy it with pure prisms, but yeah, I don't know about that. That's pretty bad, though. With her magic resist and this not being at rank 10, that is pretty bad. I actually have Mash at 10-10-10, which is nice. I don't know if it's... I'm trying to think. The thing is, with this setup, she has the overcharge, so you get the more dot damage, and we have the dot command codes. And with double dot boost, if they land it, it is a lot of damage. However, she might just guard it, right? She just might guard the shit. And then he doesn't do anything, right? So I might be better off bringing something that's more guaranteed to do something. The thing is, I'm not sure I have anything that's guaranteed to do something. The other route would be... I think I have a preset for it. Yeah, the other route is use her because she gives the female damage up, art attack up, and then they just do more damage. Oh yeah, I can get another K-scope, by the way, because... Hold on, let's do the anniversary stuff real quick. I know, Saber. Okay, you know what? Hold on, chat. I'm rolling. And I guess we're gonna allow Jufu, which I'm kind of on the fence about. But Cairo and like Hex's logic, I'm like, I get it. It's like she's not as good as Hans and Asclepius, right? We've considered those two good to be added, and she's not as good as them. Like, definitely not. She's more niche, and she doesn't have good units to enable, so she's like really not that great on this account. But still, she is definitely better than a lot of the other stuff on the account, so like she'll end up getting used a lot. But I mean, I don't mind it if she's allowed. So let's try to at least get one copy of her, because she's not an FP summon yet. And then after that, I might roll story, so I have better chances of getting Saber Gilius. I need one copy for God's sakes. Okay, I don't think he's allowed. Oh, that was easy. That was so much easier than it was on my main account. Not that she'll do us any good in this fight, but... And look, it's a saber though. That would be helpful in this fight. Alright, I think we roll, That's a long intro line. Oh, hey, we got 2 of her. Oh, and we got... Oh, bless this banner. Why couldn't it have been this? Why couldn't I have, like, this happen on my main account and that would have been coup? But, that's a big help. Well, I think we just roll... I think I'll save our summon tickets, but we'll roll story now, because more copies of other 3 stars is good. And I don't see them adding any new 3 stars anytime soon, so... Besides, we might get good CEs, like 20, 30. That's not too bad. Okay. Some of these might not be in P5. Half of them aren't usable, though. Actually, I think all of those weren't usable. Icy! Thanks, still lurking in chat. How about that Zerker a lot? Wait, did we allow him? Wait a minute. Oh my god, you're right, he's allowed, because he is kind of shit, isn't he? Oh, feels good. Oh, baby! Oh, that's great. Like, it's funny, because normally Zerker wouldn't really help an account out that much, but, he's not gonna help for this fight either, and he's not gonna be prepared, but yeah, abso-fucking-lutely, I'll level that. Fantastic. I see, thank you for the bits. Hell yeah, and he's got cool animations, so... And we'll probably level him for, his general murder it button. Okay, I don't think he's allowed. I'd be very surprised if he was. He's actually quite good. Yeah, let me just bring up the list, because I haven't played in a while. Let's see. Yeah, he is definitely not on the list. Okay. With all of his buffs, he's really good. Pyramid's not allowed, which I get why. A lot of people don't understand why he's not allowed, and it's because in a straightforward context, like if you look at the other Lancers that are allowed, hey, he's allowed too. We would use Deermid all the time. Like really, we would use Deermid every fucking stage because he has an upgraded NP, single target, buff removal's good, and he has a hard survival skill. So like we would just use Deermid all of the time, and oh hey, Saber Gilius again. But we want us to like use Baldy. We're trying to like incentivize Baldy, so that's why we didn't allow him. Even though you could like argue Billy's like, you know, on par with him, but like Billy's allowed because he, like Deermid's nothing special, and then like the archers we just didn't have good archers, so. Yeah, actually, I wonder if Zerker would be good enough to help against Lion King. If he was like 10, 10, 10 and all that, probably, but like out of the box and at level 60. Also, I don't think he gets his 3rd skill at level 60, does he? Yeah, I think you have to get to 70 and then ascend to the next one, so we can't do that. Because, like, at least with Gilius, I didn't really mess up that much because he is allowed to final ascend, because final ascend is 60 to 70. I just wasn't supposed to level up to 70, but I did because I wasn't thinking. But, like, with Zerker you can't do that because his final ascension is not at 60 to 70, it's 70 to 80. We are so lucky. Why? Can I please get this kind of luck with Ku the next time I roll? Like, holy crap, that was so freaking lucky. We just went from NP1 Gilius to like, what, are we NP5 now? Let's see. Okay, NP4, but that is excellent. That's a big help if we can actually get his fucking NP in time. Alright, let's see if we have any command codes for him. We need to do every little thing we can. Because, our Mystic code is not even rank 10 for the crit stars, so we're gonna have a lot of problems. Okay, those are gonna be... Wait a minute, I don't have that many mana prisms right now. Let me be careful here. Okay, these are really important. Yeah, I only have 200 mana prisms. I need to play this account. These really are super important though, so I think we'll grab these first. Jason and Mari might not have them. Okay, what am I at? 60. Okay. Yeah, I need to get mana prisms. Thankfully, a lot of that stuff we just pulled we can burn because they're banned. So, okay, he's foed. He's Fode. What about Jason? Okay, he's Fode. What about Mari? She is not. Okay. I think we're gonna try her. So, we'll give him to her. I might regret this though, because she's not gonna be useful very often. But, I mean, this is the fight we're stuck on. And 1,000 damage can add up, especially if you do get her NP. Wait, Black Bart's allowed too, isn't he? That's right, so that'd be fantastic. That's how we do this, Cairo. We just wait for them to buff everything on the list, and then the accounts are better. He's like, Jesus Christ, can you imagine doing like Lost Ball 3 right now? Like, it's just utter bullshit. Yeah, they buffed Jekyll, that'll help. You know what's so silly? This shows how bad the buff is. We weren't using Jekyll and Hyde before, and we're not using him now, right? Didn't fucking matter. Okay, I think we try this route first. Do I really use this? Like, this might be better because you could just do the attack up and then the heal. Because I remember we were really struggling. The hard part here was actually getting everyone's NP in time. And like, just getting the damage in. And like, his CE might need to change. However, critting is really big. And we've got these new rainbow combos, so we might try this out. Alright, let me look at command codes. I forgot that, and then I think we're good to go. I just wish my anniversary blonde was level 10. I'm not sure there's really any command codes worth giving him. Like, I was looking at Cairo's command codes and they were just pure copium. It was like, yeah, this is gonna help, right? This like wonky bullshit effect that barely does anything. Like, yeah, that'll do it. Let's see, so this is 1 star. I think in like dot clear, which that is, the dot clear is nothing, but it's 1 star. I don't know what the hell this is. Is this crit? Okay, I don't remember what I have. I think this might be crit. The blue ox is ignore defense. Well, that's good, but not for this fight. But it'll be good at some point. Alright, one of these is crit, I think. I think it's like one of these 3. Oh yeah, this is sure hit and crit. Right, yeah, I guess we'll do that then. And then we'll do the star on this one, because rainbow nonsense. God, this is so much copium. Okay, does this do anything? Like these two, I don't remember what these are the only ones like I ever use on my main account, so they're obviously not good because of that. There's this. It's better than nothing. And I guess there's these. Guess for now we'll just go with those because they can't do anything negative. NP damage and anti-sky. Yeah, NP damage, that'll do it. I put that on what's her name? Salami. Oh, Lion King is Sky. Alright, I guess we'll do that then. I don't know though, it's kind of better on Salami though because... Although she might... No, she probably won't be able to use a normal card on her NP turn, so I guess we will do this. Now, wait a minute. Because of rainbow stuff, there's no way you're doing a Buster card on your NP turn. Wait a minute. His NP's art because he's fucking retarded. Oh. Okay, so... no, we are using... No, it stays on Buster. Yeah, we'll do like... We do like NP quick Buster, right? Like that's the amazing turn we do. Okay. Alright. Why does it keep switching the team? Why does it's like really wanting us to do that? Let's see. So Art of Death, I'm not sure is a good idea because we just might not get our NP ever. Okay, hold up. Let me go get K-Scope. Or it's either that or 2030. Because I already have some K-scopes, and I don't think we have 2030. Let me take a peek. Oh, I don't think we have 3 K-scopes. One of those is Kairos, so I think it's 2 K-scopes. You can't pick 2030. Never mind. Never mind. There's no alternative if there's no 2030. See, it is this one. Like, if you already had like Super Scope and then an extra, then like, yeah, you might be like, Black Rail's good. Wait a minute, Cairo. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We gotta think long term, and eventually we have to beat Fluffy, right? Like the thing. Here's the thing about Canis, not excuse me, Canith. The Canith album. We got Sunlight too, right? It's not too hard to get something like it. I actually think Black Grail is the way to go, because you don't need to listen to me. You don't need to limit break. Don't listen to the guy in chat. You don't need to limit break Canith's album because the extra flat damage is nothing, right? It doesn't matter. So getting one copy of it from the gacha is no big deal in the long run. But limit breaking Black Grail is really useful because of Fluffy. And I mean this, it's better than limit breaking K-Scope. I absolutely, for this account, because K-Scope we can always make up for with the starting NP passive, right? So it's 20%, you don't get anything for being 120%. So one K-Scope's good enough, right? So I actually think Black Grail is better. I'm serious. I think Black Grail is better because it's the only one we actually need to limit break. And we need every bit of help we can for Fluffy, right? Like, yeah, we could do Anti-Divinity, and that's good too, but I think the option of this is really good. And actually, we're probably going to need both. We're probably going to need 2 DPS, and one's going to have Anti-Divinity, and one's going to have Black Grail. I really think that's the way to go. So I think it's Black Grail. Let me take a peek at our CEs real quick. Because, again, in the long run, we're just going to get the 20% passive. So Super Scope is just like whatever. Like, and I already have like a K-Scope, so... Okay, let's filter by just 5-star. So we have a K-Scope. Okay, we have 2 K-Scopes. And we have no Black Grails. Oh, we have 2 2030s. Oh, that's rather lucky, chat. Yeah, no, I'm picking Black Grail. I'm absolutely picking. It's not going to matter in this fight at all, but I think that is definitely right. Like the 2 the 2 K-Scopes is good enough, and yeah, I want to limit break this eventually. So yeah, no regrets here. Wait, did I have 3 2030s? What? Like, we're not even going to use Black Grail for a long ass time, but when we need it, we're gonna need it. So. This UI is killing me, by the way. Oh, I see. I've got the one at 20, and then these ones. Okay, real quick. Let's just be a little practical here. Let's level these a chunk. Alright, what are we actually... We're using Art of Death right now. I might change that. This is not bad if you level it up big time, but I can only level it to 20, so... Alright, let me level Demonic. Oh, we haven't tried the Lion King yet, but it'll be tough. I think we can do it, it's just we need a very lucky run, and we might need to switch around, like, maybe mash in the front, that kind of thing. We gotta see if Mari is like gonna do enough damage to make up for some of the other problems, because like she's gonna add a lot of RNG to this, because the odds of everyone living to the first NP is kind of crap, and if anyone dies before the first NP, everything's run, right? And so like she has to offer us a lot of damage to put up with that kind of RNG. And last time it really wasn't enough damage, but now her skills are more upgraded, Salome's skills are more upgraded, We have the rainbow chains now, that kind of thing. Okay, I wonder if MASH isn't worth it. I almost wonder if you just go straight into regular... See, I remember back in the day when I did the 1 to 3 star account, and with the 3-star craft essences, because that made it a lot weaker, I actually just did 3 units, and then just like Bedivere in the back, and that was it, and that was correct. But this, Gilius is no Bedivere. So, I don't know about that. Yeah, I can give MASH foe items, but I don't think that'll matter too much. Well, let's just get in there and see what happens. And we might need to change that Art of Death out. I think it might just be too slow. I think starting in P might be better. Yeah, that's what I want, is I want Gilius to survive the NP, and then to, like, Guts after the NP. That would be ideal. But that's a lot of copium, and, like, I think that would only happen if she doesn't, like, bust her up or attack up a lot. Like, you're not face tanking if she has a bunch of buffs. Well, I might as well have leveled Gilius' first skill, because, you know, at some point we probably will use him with other units and buffing them. Also, guys, they're gonna buff him in a few days here, guys. Like Lancers tonight, 3-star Lancers tonight. Let's see, when is the 3-star Saber? Let's see. I think it might be the day after. Let me see here. All right, tonight is the Lancer. Yep. Okay. Okay. Tomorrow is the Saber. Or tomorrow night. So. It's not Ku. It's just not, they're not that crazy. Alright, I forgot Mari's toolkit. I haven't used her in quite a while. Hold on. Alright, let's see. So, I know she's Art of Attack up for females. I got that. NP gain. Alright, she's Star Bomb, but it's not rank 10, so the stars are going to be kind of meh. And then she's got reduce the NP gauge, which we actually don't want to do. We don't want to stall the boss NPing. That's bad. So we just throw that out now. Okay, so if we could get their passives, they could actually NP on turn 1. And we wouldn't even have to level it up, we could just unlock it. And hell, I should check, maybe I can do that. I doubt it, but oh yeah, she has buff block, but you're never going to inflict it on a time that will actually do anything. Like there's well, you know, well, not in this setup. In a different setup though, actually, maybe her buff block would be useful. Like, maybe you could do it, and then you give your DPS, like, invulnerability from that. Yeah, that actually, that's worth experimenting with. Like, I don't think we're gonna deal with it this second, but, like, that is absolutely worth experimenting with. Yeah, the problem is, though, just getting to, like, to that point in the first place, because she's shit here. Also, like, who are we actually gonna save? That is worth. I mean, there's Jason. Okay, so I think we throw these out now. Let me think about this. So I guess I want a rainbow combo. I think I go ahead. Okay, there's no art. No, I go ahead and do this because we're gonna try to get everything done within these 3 turns. Get as much out of these as we can. Okay, so we're definitely rainbow. If I rainbow, maybe I do star bomb. So it would be like these 3 cards, I think. Yeah, so I guess we do this and see if we get lucky. So, like that, I think? Not a good start. I like how she instantly removed the dot. Fantastic. Okay. So, support needs the NP. Ain't no rainbow here. I just art chain anyway, and then we NP next turn. So, and no one can die this turn, and then we need the boss to, like, murder everyone at the same time. See, if it's like this, maybe we do want a different CE, especially if we get their passive. Alright. So... I think Cairo's last. Pyro has the better first skill. Mine's rank 8, his is rank 10. Mine's 4 levels higher, because we got like a super success or some shit. I don't even remember why that happened. But, let's see. It's probably not gonna matter much. It's gonna be more about low-high roll anyway. I should have done the heal, on this middle unit. Yeah, we need to miraculously either have her quick charge and kill all of us, or not kill anyone this turn. Also, oh no, she already has her MP, that's fine. But I like how she just guarded the buff block. Magic resist is such a stupid mechanic, by the way. Yep, 17.5%. So stupid. Okay, at least we've got some dots on her. I'm not sure that damage is worth it. I'm not sure the front row is doing enough for what we're sacrificing. Like, if we could keep her to never remove those debuffs, then it's probably worth it. But she's gonna remove them sooner or later. Don't you fucking... Okay, if she removed it right there, I'd have lost it. Okay. So, we want Shakespeare to die pretty quickly. Okay. Do I think Shakespeare's gonna die right now? Because if so, I'd probably just do his Buster up now, and we rainbow combo. I mean, he might. It's not like crazy likely that he would die right now. The thing is, he's not gonna live for Gilius's NP, so there's only one other Buster card anyway. So yeah, just fuck it, just use it. So we do that. Just crit forehead. Not you. Damn it. That would have done like 45k if we had randomly crit there. Okay, he's fucking dead. Now. Can you not quick charge so much, lady, by the way? Can you not do that? I swear to God, if she NPs right now. Oh my God. Let me think about this. I could invulnerability him for the battery. Well, I might as well do that. I guess I taunt now so she doesn't take the damage cut off of him. So I might want to give Mash more starting NP. Because she really needs to get her NP before the boss NPs. Chat, we're putting an awful lot of faith in Gilius. I'm just saying. Okay, look at that rainbow combo, but he doesn't have his NP still. I might just do quick art because we need to get our NP. So I'm not casting Guts because I have faith that we are gonna live. Yeah, I think we quick... Well, wait a minute. We could do Buster and then Art last. And then we get NP from being attacked. And yeah, okay. It's great. Wait a minute, though. If we do quick, we make stars. Okay, fuck it. We're doing that. I'm actually putting it... Did I put it last? No. We're not that good on NP game. See, if his Buster just had a decent hit count, I would just do Rainbow. The issue is not if the defense is enough to survive the NP. The issue is it enough defense to survive the NP and then getting double Bustered in the face, because she could do that. Also, for the love of God, please get your NP. I'm not sure Art of Death is worth it. We'll see though. Oh. Okay. Well, that's rather good. Opium? Don't fucking crit me though. As she double crits me. Alright. Alright, here we go, boys. This is our chance. Now, I don't think we do the Star Bomb right now. So what I'm thinking is we do NP, Buster to remove the debuff, and then quick, make as many stars as possible. And then next turn, we click the buttons. That seems pretty good to me. And then we just hope that we crit. Because unfortunately, Anniversary Blonde is not rank 10. So we're, the last rank from 9 to 10 is worth 2 stars, and then we're like at 7, so we're missing quite a few of our potential stars for critting. Can you please stop critting me, lady? Alright. Fuck this game. This is such a bad crit spread. But we get these stars, and then we get another 20%. Unless we don't want a rainbow. Actually, there's a lot of reasons not to rainbow, because we have 2 buster buffs that only apply to a buster card, but our crit chance is trash. Like, we do more damage. Okay, we do more damage if we do buster, like quick buster, and we happen to crit. That is more damage than rainbow. Like, rainbow doesn't actually increase your damage, really. However, our crit chance is garbage. I think we rainbow anyway, and then see if that just enough to then finish it off next turn. And we have guts still. I think we rainbow. I mean, buster, I don't know, like, that is whiffing a lot of damage because 2 buster ups are gone. But yeah, I think it's rainbow. So we do like art quick buster, I think. And then this will go up to 70%. So we're 90, 170. Come on, come on. You bastard! I mean, we got it. We got it. We win. Unless she fucking quick charges again. I'm actually surprised this worked as well as it did. But, we would have killed her right there if we had just crit. Like, I should be happy because we won. Also, I am very confident, I think Cairo will agree with me, we would have won if I was still level 60. Like, we have enough health, and we're going to overkill enough here. Also, we could have, redone it and actually crit there. So we absolutely still would have done it at 60. So that did not matter. And like, we can guts here. We have another turn. Like, we have plenty of excess value. So we're not like razor close. So I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with this. Actually, I think we also could have won this without the rainbow combos. Now that our skills and stuff are higher, we just need to have gotten lucky. Like, the same thing would have worked without rainbows, but I would have had to get good RNG. I guess we just rainbow now because fuck it. There's really no reason not to. Oh yeah, we've totally got this in the bag. That failed crit though was very yikes. All right, that wasn't so bad. That was not so bad. We got it, boys. Feels good. So do you think Gilius is actually good here, Cairo? Because I haven't used other sabers to compare, so like I don't know. Like, I thought he would be. That's why I picked him, from the get-go. But like because his competition is Jason, which definitely is worse, right? And then Dion I haven't used at all, so I have no idea. I feel like Dion is good if you have Gilius. That's how I feel about it, right? Like, I think Dion is actually amazing if you have Gilius. But if all you have is Dion, it's just like, okay, right? It's nothing special. Like, I don't think on his own he's that good. He probably is better than Jason though. I think Jason is fucking terrible here. But all right, fuck yeah, we're past this. Okay, so we still can't Grail, but now we can go to level 70. And so for like Zerkalot, he can actually Final Ascend now, but he can't go to 80. But he can go to 70 and then a Final Ascend and just keep the levels. So, but yeah, we're not. I think it's Solomon. Is it Solomon or after Solomon? Let me read the rules. I forgot. Okay, Solomon has to be beaten. Okay, so no Grails anytime soon. Alrighty, now we can level up a bit. Chat, what do you want to do? Do you want to see Babylonia right now, or do we want to do some advanced quests? Because I'm kind of good either way. And Sort Hack, thank you for the 6 months, dude. Happy year. What have I missed? Well, we just murdered Lion King with all these bullshit restrictions, so I'm rather happy about that. Yeah, Cursed Ushi, I have absolutely no idea. We could do maybe a advanced quest or 2, and then do Babylonia. I think we can do both. Not too bad. Alright, so let's take a look at our units and what we can level. Too bad we're not allowed to use Bedivere. He would have made that fight so much easier. Although we actually didn't have him because we can't get him until after Babylonia. Although you could use the story support one. Alright, let us take a peek here. I wonder if we do level up Lancelot. I wonder if he's worth right now. Mainly his mats. I don't know if we have the mats. Okay, George is not allowed, I don't think. Why are these units being sorted this way? There must be smart sort or some crap must be on. Yep. God, get that out of here. Okay, so... we need AoE for Corrupted Ushi. She is definitely the next big hurdle. Oh, and Quetz. I think Jinkei is what we use for Quetz. So Jinkei can go to her max level now. So that's fantastic. I think we just do that. Yeah, that's easy. Wait a minute. Jinkei's evil, right? Because you get half damage if you're evil. And if you're good, you get 0. So I think she's the best way. Oh, Lancelot! Oh, yes! Oh, you're right. Lancelot ignores the gimmick because he's chaotic insane. Oh, baby. And he was out when Quetz was released, so he was like the original. It was like him and Herc. And like Nero Bride. Alright, oh yeah, Jufu is going to be allowed. Mid-level her just so she's not with the rabble. Yeah, Lancelot, it's super good now. Yeah, we gotta do that. So, Lancelot for Quetz. What? So, let me think, what else is there? There's the Enkidu fight, or I'm sorry, Kingu. Which that's just generic value of any class, because it's Avenger. But Berserker's fine there too. Gorgon's... oh fuck, we don't have Asterios. Or do we? We do not. Damn it. Well, there's Caligula. I don't know if he's good there, but I don't know if he's worth leveling just for that. But he is good there. Yeah, we do have Mash, that's true. Mash is really good. Okay, okay. Where's Lancelot? Oh, he's allowed, so I can level him a little bit. Actually, yeah, Geronimo is not terrible, but it'd probably be Jufu, actually. I think it'd be Jufu Mash, and then whatever damage... wait, no, not Jufu. No. She only heals herself. I don't think we have a healing NP, other than Geronimo. There's Boudica for more defensive, though. We'll see. You know, we actually might Grail Jufu, or however you say it, because, he's Alter Ego. That's like the only one we're gonna have. Billy's getting Grailed, though, there's just no question. Billy is our only chance against Fluffy. Like, it's Billy and, Charlotte. So, like, yeah, they have to be leveled, or Grailed. Like, Billy's probably gonna have to try to go to 120, as stupid as that's gonna be, but, like, I mean, we don't have a... like, we are in such bad shape for that fight, that's, like, the best thing that we could do, right? There's, like, nothing else we got available, so... where the hell is, Lancelot? His Berserkers are way down. There he is. Alright, go ahead and give him these. I can just give him all this. Sanson might actually get used for fluffing. We'll see. Like, Mash is getting used, Billy's getting used, Charlotte's getting used. And then after that, we'll have to see. Hey, Cap. Man, that was like the most, that was so nice killing Lion King there. I think the only time it was more rewarding is when I killed Lion King on the 1 to 3 star account with the 3-star craft essences. Because that was a whole piece of shit. Man, I hope they buff Lance a lot because he's allowed. I've got a lot of XP in my mailbox. Yeah, we beat Lion King. We surprisingly actually did first try of the stream. And with a pretty decent amount of wiggle room. You know, basically we just leveled our skills up a lot since last time, and I think that really just added up. The rainbow stuff helped too, but I think we would have been fine without it. I don't think that was make or break. He has such a way with words. Yeah, him and Hercules, man. Alright, so I can go to 70, and then I can ascend him, and then I can't do any more. Do I actually have the match? We do, how about that? Got one more to go, though. Cause he needs to be final ascended to be able to get his third skill. Yeah, we might have to buy that void dust. It's probably worth it. And then he needs foe items. Yeah, Lancelot could use a buff at this point. He's still better than a lot of the competition for like low star berserkers and stuff like that, but still. And like Darius is definitely giving him a run for his money, so yeah, he definitely needs a buff. I know that's rare prism. Alright. Honestly, might as well grab a good chunk of these. This is nice because we don't have like a reason to use Lancelot in a way where it's like, oh, he's really helping, right? It's more like he's helping Copium, but on this account, he is actually going to be useful, so I'm looking forward to that. I see that's insane. That's crazy. I didn't realize it was that bad. Alright. You know, I might take a page from Icy and actually put him in random. Because, like, it's really cool to have stage 3 with just the, you know, the proper sword. But then he has those really cool attacks with the pole. So, yeah, random doesn't sound bad. I'm trying to remember, if you put it in random, I think it makes all the other stuff match. Also, I don't even remember which one is random. Is it this one? Yeah, I honestly don't remember how to put someone in random, because my main account, I don't think I've ever done it. I like all of his stages. Like, they're all good. Because, I mean, the sword's awesome. Like, for real. Yeah, does anyone remember how to do random, though? Because I actually don't. And, moon runs, so... Like, this is NP speed, I'm pretty sure. So my guess is it's one of these. Or it's one of these. Is it this? It's the upper one. Chat is making this very confusing. This should not be so complicated. Bottom was for friends. Okay. Alright, well for art, we'll go... Oh, I don't think you can change the art if he's in random. We'll just put it in stage 3 and then, Alright. Wait, hold on. I wonder if these still let you control... Yeah, no. I don't really like his final ascension. Well, I wouldn't say that. It's fine as a picture. I don't really like it like on the menu here, because it's like... I don't know, it doesn't look like a unit select picture, right? And it's just... I don't know the colors, but like as a picture on its own, it's totally fine. But I don't like it for when you're picking them and stuff. Yeah, red's fine and all, but it just looks kind of weird on the like the unit select. It's out of place in my opinion. All right, let's do an advanced quest or two because it's practical to do that anyway, and then we will do Babylonia, which is going to be a nightmare. Oh wait, hold up. Just grab all this XP. Should still level a few things. Oh, Billy can go to 70. That seems like an easy pick. Oh, Billy's not fully foed. I hope we get an event soon. Next event I'm gonna try to do on this account and get some loot. What we need is a lottery event. We've never done a lottery event on these accounts, and that will really get them on the map. Yeah, I know the summer event's coming up. Those are normally, like, okay for farming, but they're normally not like a lottery event or anything. But who knows, you might do something special. Anastasia would be good. I can't believe she can only now can she go to the second ascension. That's so, or I guess third ascension, if you will, but, that is so messed up because you have 5 stars. Like, that is just busted. What else is there though? Okay, take her to 70. Probably gonna use her for quets. In case Saber Gilius does get buffed, because I do think he's getting buffed. I'm really glad that we actually just beat that before he got buffed. Because, I don't know, it wouldn't feel as good if we only beat it because he got buffed. Wonder if Mash is worth, because she's pretty generally used. Have our foe items always been this scuffed? Like, are you this scuffed with foe items? Cause like I got some key ones up at least, but like shit. Yes, yeah, I figured this is messed up. Yeah, let's see. I have. I guess she's foed. So he's foed, which that was obviously important. He's not quite. He's not. She is. She was like the first one I did. I think Jason is. I thought I was going to use him for Lion King, but I didn't. That was a mistake. She might be. Nope. I think like one other person is foed fully. Certainly not her. Wow, that's a lot of scuffed. Yeah, I might regret foeing her. That might not have been a great idea. Oh yeah, Leonidas is allowed. How about that? Now, on the one hand, chat, we really should do this. Why is that so much AP? But, let's do some advanced quests. Alright, which ones are we allowed to do? We're allowed to do quite a few of them, actually. Boy, some of these are gonna just destroy our souls. Right. These are so easy on my main, but these are gonna be really annoying on this account. All right. Oh yeah, I don't get to use Cairo here. I'm alone. Oh my god, it's not the co-op account anymore. This is bullshit. Chat, we're breaking the rules. All right. So, Billy kills Saber. Who the hell kills Ku? Gilius does not seem like the best idea for that. But he might have to. Could use Jason early. Alright, and then we need a Lancer. So Baldy, right? Alright, she's allowed. Okay, that helps. Kind of. Well, she's in P1, but still. Okay, so AoE, single target, single target. I think we kill... Actually, I think we kill Artoria first because she is AoE. Okay, this is... finally we have a 50% starting in PCE, so that's good. And we get K-scopes. Billy does not have his second... Wait. Yeah, he does not have second skeleton. Yeah, we did this one first because of Gwaine. That's literally, it's so stupid. You would normally Zerg his second skill to 10, but we had to do this one first because of Gwaine. We were stuck on Gwaine for quite a while, so that was awful. But at least we're past it. All right, so I guess he wants K-scope then. Could be that. Honestly, just give everyone K-scope. Fuck it, we don't have other CEs that do a whole lot right now, so... 2030 is okay, NP on death is okay. Starting NP is okay. Oh, we have 2 demonics. Alright, so Artoria is definitely going to die. If we end up cleaning up on something, it's going to be... Q. But I would be surprised if Robin was like dead right after the start, so... Berserkers aren't super good here. Yeah, these things have a lot of health. If you're not counterclassing, you're not doing anything. Don't have another Lancer, really. I mean, there's Romulus, but he's on level 50. Okay, fine. That's gonna be a bad time. What for Jason? Maybe just that? I don't have enough. Really, getting down to the desperate stuff here. This default is fine. Alright, can we do it, chat? Now, do we NP turn 1? Or do we... No, we don't. Yeah, because we got that hand, we don't. Alright, do this. I think I actually evade right now, because they're gonna like taunt one of the single target NPs, and she's not gonna get her NP. So I think we just do it now, in case we get attacked by the Lancer. I think we rainbow. Okay, please hit Billy. Nope, that's not Billy. Nope, that's still not Billy. Nope, that's not even attacking. Okay, well that kind of sucked. We rainbow again. We do quick blast this time. I'll take that. Please don't kill the booty. Get that. Nope, that's killing the booty. He really needs to get her NP. I don't want the dot to proc Gus. Okay. Let's think about this. There's no rainbow here, but then she needs to get her NP. So I think I'm gonna have her quick attack to the saber, which is like the most pointless thing ever, but her getting her NP is definitely good. We go ahead and cast this so we make more stars. I wish Robin didn't give us that freaking attack down. That'd be good. Alright, Billy, come on. Big numbers. I mean, you know, it's something, but now I have a feeling she's going to get her NP in time. You know, I probably should have delayed my NP then, because I could have gotten the attack buff from Leonidas. Assuming I did the buff quest. I think I did. We're about to find out. We did. Okay, that's something. Okay, 42 stars. So Billy can guarantee crit to the rainbow, but he only has 1 card, which is not ideal. And now we have to deal with Protoku. I don't think I evade anybody. It's just we need her to die this turn, though. I mean, they'll do it, right? Chat, we have Rainbow Buster. We have this amazing NP that's gonna do like 3 damage. She had stunned 2. I guess it would have been a good thing, kind of. Ooh! Ooh! Alright, I like that, Billy. That's with his skill ranks being dog shit, too. Leonidas, 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 that's... well, it procced insta-death, so we would have died even if we did evade. Okay. So, she has to die right now. Can Billy do it with 2 cards? I could Rainbow. But then she would just hit the Lancer, which just doesn't really matter. Because she's on a Saber. You'd have to hit the Archer for it to matter. I think I Leo NP. And then, like, Quick Art? Yeah. Actually, I'll do Quick last, because maybe we'll make a crit for next turn. These rainbows are nice, though. I tell you, the extra little oomph that it gives you. What I like about this change to the gameplay, though, is that it doesn't really buff people that are NP spamming. Right, if you're doing like double Castoria, NP, 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 it doesn't really affect anything. Your peak is pretty much the same. But if you're kind of, you know, floundering around in low stars and there's a lot of normal cards happening, it's much better. I really like this because, like, the game's not meant to be played with like double Castoria NP refunding. I mean that. It's like, it's obvious that the combat system is not designed to be played that way. And this makes playing it the normal way, if you will, more viable and more fun. So yeah, I really do like it. Okay, so our Lancers are pretty much dead, and then Romulus is only level 50, so we have a bit of a problem. Gotta do what we can though while we're here. Do I Rainbow? I don't think so. The Rainbow is not good enough to... Wow. Imagine if he was actually leveled, how good that would have been. Well, she's dead. Romulus, if you would like to land your buffs, that would be really good. Well, you got one of them. What's the play here? So someone's getting NP'd. Billy evading is fine, because actually I want to stall Gilius coming out, like absolutely. Romulus is more important than Jason, but he actually might be able to face tank the NP. Because I'm pretty sure the negative effect is also doubled, and we have the defense buff. So, like, honestly, I think it's alright if I do it to Jason. Yeah, like, Romulus, if he gets targeted, I'm pretty sure can survive it. Okay, now we Rainbow. Oh, give me a lucky crit. Dude, if Romulus had landed his attack buff, and we'd gotten a crit there, that would have been just absolutely insane damage. I feel like Cairo wow, I'm surprised he still did 10k. That's actually ridiculous. We weren't even poisoned. What the fuck? We have defense up, we're literally double counterclassing, and Robin doesn't have... Well, we lose now. Yeah, we lose now. We have no damage for Robin, so we're like super dead. That is so bullshit. That is so... I cannot believe he just did 10,000 damage like that. What the hell? Anyway, I feel like 2030 is insanely good now because the little crit it gives you with the rainbow crit chance is enough to like really get some consistent crits. Okay, so we can do this. And the team for the most part is fine. What we need to do though is maybe get Romulus just a little bit more prepared here. And then, like, you know, not let him die. Yeah, I know there's another 2030 now. It's a little different, but you have like twice the odds of getting something like it. Technically, we can ascend him again, but I'd have to use like all on pure prisons for that, so we'll wait for now. Heart of Death is okay. but maybe we sneak in 2030. I'd rather it be on Jason, though. Okay, so Gilius could probably change his CE. Let's see, what do we not really need? Do we have the old one? Also, do we have ley line? Can we have this? That might work. Do we not have ley line limit broken? I know it's kind of hard to limit break these days because it's only an FP. Yeah, we don't. Only got 2 copies, wow. Alright, what does not need to be as upgraded? We might not even need the NP. At which point another Art of Death would actually be really nice. It's always, like a 4-star version of those. Honestly, another Art of Death. That's fine. Let me go level it, though. Dragon's Meridian. Oh, God. Oh, wait, it's 4-star. I think I picked that one. Kinda just guessing here. Whipping a bit of XP, but no big deal. Alright, this team definitely can win. But things need to go well. I'd love it if Billy could double NP, but with his skill not at 10, that's very unlikely. Yeah, Black Grail, that'll do it. That's why we picked it for our free 5-star CE. Okay, Brave Chain versus Rainbow. Probably Brave Chain, except the crit chance is pretty nice. But no, I think we use Brave Chain. Rainbows aren't that good, especially when you're using a Rainbow from someone that's being counterclassed. That's nothing special. Evade again. Old style of normal cards right there. Old type, if you will. For my Gundam fans out there. Okay, well that sucks. I mean, the attack up is nice, but that happened a bit sooner than I would have preferred. Billy doesn't have the attack down now, though. We have an extra attack up, so Billy will do quite a bit of damage. Hopefully we just get... I don't know, do I just taunt now? Fuck. You know, if I had a Guts Mystic Code, I could actually get another attack buff out of Leonidas. Hell, I could give him a Guts CE, get 1, and then use his Guts, and then do Mystic Code. Yeah, Billy gonna shoot hard here. Do I just Quick Chain, or do I Rainbow? I think I Quick Chain. I'm gonna guess we're gonna do like 290, maybe 300k. Okay, 324, a little bit more than I was thinking. Fantastic. Don't. That's bad. There goes my taunt. Not a joke. No Rainbow here either. Use Romulus's cards then for the 20 crit. Crit, Kelly, god damn it. Oh, we could have killed her there. I think this is a wipe. You can't have Leonidas die like that. Maybe we start with Nash. Yeah. And she has no team cost, so... We're not gonna use him to beat up Robin, that's just not gonna happen. That frees me up to do something rarer if I need to, but I don't really need to. Maybe... Can Mash do that? No, not quite. You can get... the 60% one, though. Unfortunately, it's just the attack stat, though. Wish we had the old one for the health stat. Well, you know, mash you, smash you. Smash bash. Okay. Now, I guess Art Chain is fine. Guess I don't evade now. Oh yeah, we're giving Billy full pause. Oh boy, there's some copium. I mean, we'll need it for Fluffy. He'll need every little advantage we can get. That is so stupid. Like, of course, the Lancer attacked, or the Saber attacked the Lancer, and used a Buster card, and crit. Okay. This is not going well. And yeah, not only all of that, but I mean, it barely killed us because we had damage cut and the defense up. Like, it barely fucking killed us. So if it wasn't a crit, we would have lived. If it was a quick or an art, and still was a crit, we would have lived. It had to be a Buster crit specifically. And actually, it did 11,000 and some change, and we have 11,000 and some change. So it was in low-high roll range, and absolutely. I think it overkilled us by like 300 damage or something. Okay, now we're gonna Rainbow Chain. I might just Guts right off the bat, but I swear we don't need it. Crit. Hey Ryasu, what's up? He beat Lion King today, I'm very happy. Oh yeah, I guess it'll be versus Babylonia now, just change the title, because we just beat Camelot. Although we're taking an advanced quest break here. Rainbow again looks fine. I guess still go for NP game. Alright, here we go. Knock that shit off. Knock that shit off, holy crap. I could have Mash do like invulnerability. Oh, one reason Leonidas is nice though is he gives us the Buster up and the attack up. I didn't really think about that. Maybe you know what? I was gonna NP with her, but maybe I just, you know what? Yeah, let's Rainbow Chain. I think that's fine. Do I want to gamble on the crit buff when I've got... I can take this to 50. Yeah, I'll take a 50-50. It's a coin toss. And it's a coin toss with a 40% like safety net. Okay, guard the thing, but if we just kill her, I don't care. Oh my god! Either one of them could have crit, and I would have done it. Because then I can start attacking. Dude, she's gonna die! This is bullshit! Okay, we'll do this, this. Get the attack up. And that. But yeah, if we just killed her there, we could just put everything into Robin right now, which would be fantastic. Camelot, trust me. You know what I could do on that turn is evade. This is what I'll do next time if I fail. Evade with Billy, target invulnerability on the butt, and then hope one of them gets hit, and if Mash gets hit, whatever. And then on the next single target NP on the next turn, Mash taunt that one. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, we'll do that on the next attempt if we fail. Yeah, now we crit. Yeah, big deal. Is she worth evading? Or do I save it for like Romulus? I really wish we had a Buster right now. Is she worth evading? I'm gonna say no, because like if Mash gets NP'd, I don't care that much. Although Mash could first skill again. No, I think we save it. We'll Art Chain. No, we'll do the 2 cards because they do a lot more damage because of the gimmick. Do I quick first? Yeah. I'll take a 20% crit chance. Nope. Sure, Mash got it though. Okay, I'll take that. That's a lot of fluffies. Chat, can you imagine how many fluffy emotes there's gonna be? Oh, Poise Flushy, Plushy Fluffy is home. Feels good. Fantastic. I'm so glad I have a Fluffy, dude. He's actually right here, chat. Here, I'm gonna smack the mic with Fluffy. See that? That's Fluffy's paw. There you go. But yeah, I'm so glad I have the Fluffy plushie. Yeah, big boy too. I do have a hat for him. He's not wearing it right now, but I do have a variety of hats, so. Oh, sweet, Kyra, you were able to get one. I mean, yeah, you have to wait a while, but yeah, at least you're getting one. Fuck yeah. I see those emotes. Alright, let's see. We want to rainbow as often as possible because we want the crit chance. We basically need Romulus to just randomly crit. And he'll be more likely to do that next turn though because we're gonna get the 20-30 stars. Wait, are we? Does he not have... Oh, Jason has 20-30. Okay, well we have our NP, but it's barely gonna do anything at this point. Alright, Romulus, come on. Come on. No! That's worse than last time. Ugh. It's so much, like, it's 3 turns and it's like so many stats. Okay, we're gonna Billy NP just a rainbow. Because I want the crit chance. I think the crit chance is better than the Brave Chain. That's debatable though, like that's very close, but... Come on, Romulus. Work with me! True, the Brave Chain has a lot of damage, like the extra attack and all that is basically worth a crit. But... I mean, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay, that's not what I wanted to see, though. Alright, this time we're gonna save Romulus. Although, actually, I think I regular evade Romulus. And we do this. But I would like to save Jason as long as possible because he has 20-30. And then when it gets down to just Q, then he's good. No rainbow here, unfortunately, so I think we just quick chain. Okay. Right, there's no point in attacking him. Maybe taking that, the 90 art crit would be better, but I kind of want the stars for next turn, because then I can, like, guarantee kill Robin. Why does my chat always think, like, sure hit's a thing? Like, Robin's sure hit only lasts 1 turn, right? As do a lot of them. Like, I've seen this in my chat so many times. When an enemy has sure hit from a skill, but it's gonna wear off, they're always like, but sure hit though. I mean, I don't think that ever doesn't happen. But, anyway. Although, to be fair, I've done the opposite, where I think the enemy, where the enemy is gonna wear off. I think it's like a 1-turn sure hit, like most of them are, but then it's actually a 3-turn sure hit. So I thought it was gonna wear off, and it doesn't, and then I waste the evade. So, you know, I have my stupidity too. Do I evade here just for stall? Yeah, there's no reason to have Gilius come out. That is so nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't really do us any good, but if we do that. This might not kill just because Romulus only got one card, which is really crappy. That was the whole reason I did the quick thing last turn. Fuck! Dude! The terror! Like, we could have killed him quite a while ago if the deck was just shuffling a bit more reasonably. Okay, still no rainbow. This is looking bad now. I think we saved the heal. This is bad. This is bad. Okay. Romulus, we really need you to kill this guy. Romulus, what are we doing? I think we're dead. I actually think we're dead. I cannot believe how much like value like Romulus whiffed over those turns. Like that was ridiculous. And of course he's the one that gets NP'd. Like just turn after turn after turn. Like when we get bad deck shuffles and we just barely ever crit. So our only chance here is Billy bailing us out, pretty much. That's about all we got. We can rainbow. Okay, that's good. Now Billy might actually be able to turn this around here. Let's see. So we do that. 19k. We got double crit up. Billy, you're my boy. I knew I had my reasons for leveling Billy. Okay, the problem is we still died to the NP though. Do I save Billy just for a filler? No, we need to win before Protoku NPs, I think. Okay, you know what though? We'll save Jason and his heal comes back. No rainbow. Well, our dream is Jason gets bulged. So he has to live to that point. Do I heal Jason? Yeah, we really need him to be around for the bulk. And maybe he gets his NP. Okay, do I rainbow with Jason? When he has attack down and it's Jason? I don't think so. Gilius has, he has more reasons to get NP gain, and he has Art of Death. Like, and again, Jason has the attack down, so it's like the damage difference between those two is actually pretty large. We do the old tried and true here. Give me that 40% crit. Nope. That would have about killed him if we'd gotten it. Uh-oh. That's not good. Well, someone's going to fucking die. I don't have my debuff clear, so I don't think I NP. That seems like a bad idea. Okay, the order barely matters because only the extra attack is gonna hit, so we want Star Gem. I guess I should have put Buster in the middle. Oh no, it's only one hit count, so Art in the middle is probably fine. Please hit Jason, please hit Jason, please hit Jason, please hit Jason. That is not Jason. Well. Oh, we got our NP though. I think that'll do it. Oh, perfect. And the attack up came back. When you go so long that your Mystic Code comes back, it's really scary. We definitely rainbow. Yeah, he's got this. He's got this. Because he's got the defense buff, but like you get double counter class in this fight, so. Dude, that was actually pretty tough. That was very classical FGO gameplay. Like old school, but that was really fun. I actually really enjoyed that. It's like we're worrying about normal FGO things instead of looping your NP forever. It's kind of funny though that everyone is dead and only Jason is left. It's kind of strange. Ooh! Thank you, thank you. I like that. Alright, let's go to Babylonia. Well, let's go to Babylonia. We'll do another advanced quest probably tomorrow. They're not going anywhere, they're permanent. You know, Caligula is going to be used on this account, like I can pretty much guarantee you that, but I'm not sure he would be good on that fight just because the Berserkers don't get the double effect bonus. But he still might have been better than... No, I think everyone on that team was right. I can't imagine who I would replace for Caligula on that one. Don't really need seashells, so... Yeah, Caligula will get leveled, like absolutely. Alright. To the old Babylon. Wait a minute. This isn't Babylonia. There we go. Oh, I hate this fucking, like, story because it has so much filler in it, but I am looking forward to the boss fights. You know, Tiamat might actually be a problem. Tiamat is normally not too bad, but I could see Tiamat being a problem on this account. Okay, chat. Place your bets. You could be ironic if you want to, but like what do you actually think is going to get the buff for Silver Lancer tonight? It's like 5 a.m. So I guess tomorrow morning, if you will. What do you think is going to get it? Do some people actually think it's cool? Like are you guys just being like silly? Look at it. How is it? Some of this has to be trolling. Like, how can you? There's no way. Like that would. Dearmid hasn't been buffed in so many years. Right, like Dearmid hasn't been buffed, because here's the thing, they just buffed Jekyll and Hyde. Yes, it was a very stupid buff that doesn't help at all, but they at least realized that Jekyll and Hyde was the worst assassin in the game, right? Like, I think it's going to be Taiga, or Dearmid, or Romulus, or Baldy. Like, I really think they're going to pick one that actually deserves it. I really do. And Ku's been buffed so many times, they're not doing it again. Like, they might do it again later, right? Like, they might do it again, like, if he ever is a summer unit. Right, and he gets like a costume, then he might buff his third skill. But for the end, I really don't think they're going to do it. I really don't. I want it to be Dearmid, but I could definitely see it being Romulus or Taiga. Like Taiga seems pretty likely, actually. And so does Baldy. So does Baldy. And maybe they're going to do it with Baldy because they just buffed Jekyll and Hyde, who also has a non-damaging NP. Although Baldy is so much better. Yeah, Cairo, I know you hate how bad Baldy is, but like seriously, it could be so much worse. Like it could, because like the thing about Baldy is he's not bad. He's just not as good as some of the other like good units out there, right? Where like if you tried to use like Jekyll and Hyde against like the comma fight, it's just a complete catastrophe, right? Like I mean, it's just awful. Baldy getting battery would be so much better than Jekyll and Hyde getting battery. Like, I actually think battery is good on Baldy, because it makes it very reliable for you to double NP, which is very good. So, like, it may not be the best buff you could ever get, but I think battery is totally good on Baldy. And it's so much better than it is on Jekyll and Hyde. If you give it 8, because Jekyll and Hyde got an 80% battery, but it's useless. If you give it to Baldy, it's amazing. And Truck-kun, thank you for the 20 months, dude. Going on 2 years. Alright, so Babylonia time. Pyro with the Jin K. I think we're about to double Jin K. I don't think it'll be Hector, because Hector is noticeably better than like Romulus and stuff. Like, I don't think Hector really needs it. Hector is pretty good these days, because he's a solid AoE Lancer, and the only other AoE Lancer like competition he has is worse than him for the most part. And then he does have nice utility with the damage cut and the NP drain. Like, I think Hector's fine. Like, Hector's not so fine that you couldn't buff him, right? Like, if you compare him to some of the AoEs of other classes, he's not, like, on par with them, right? Like, the AoE Lancers are actually just kind of a little, like, meh. So, like, sure, it's okay to buff Hector, but I think Hector is in a much better place than, like, Romulus actually, although it's close because he has the battery. But like I do think he's in, for what he is, he's in a good spot, I think. So yeah, I would definitely prefer it be Deer Mid. I think Deer Mid would be my top pick. Even though I think Deer Mid is more useful than Baldy to most players, like really, Deer Mid is more useful to most accounts over Baldy. Because you just need a straightforward NP that does damage, evade, stay alive, right? That's all a lot of people are going to need. The thing is, no one's going to use him anyway. No one is going to use Deer Mid, even if he's like acceptable, because Proto Coup and regular Coup are so much better than Deer Mid, and they're so similar, right? They also have survival, but they're just better. And then they also have upgraded NPs, but they have damage up skills. So, I mean, they're just better than him, with the exception of maybe if you're fighting a female. So yeah, I would just like to see him get a buff so he just has more usefulness. Where, like, Baldy kind of needs it more, but Baldy is more unique. And, like, some people just can use him for the fun of it. There's no fun to be had with Deer Mid. I think that's the best way of putting it. No one has fun using Deer Mid. Because he's so basic. It's just upgraded NP, has evade skill. That's it. Right, like that's not a fun time. I don't think there's a bronze assassin getting buffed. I don't think. Let me check on that. Pretty sure there's not. There is a bronze berserker. Yeah, the only other bronze, it's just a berserker and a rider, and it has to be Black Bart because it's 1 star. So yeah, Black Bart and then a 1-star berserker, and that's it. Which kind of sucks, but. I just hope they do more buffs, because there are so many units that need buffs from like the old units that this like buffing once a year is just not enough, right? Because Jekyll needs like 8 more buffs, right? Like he's terrible. Genkai could use another buff. Dilius could use a buff. Hector and Romulus could use a buff. Deer Mid needs a buff. Baldy needs a buff. Tyga needs a buff. Geronimo needs a buff. Caster Gilius needs a buff. Medea needs a buff, right? They're not getting around to that kind of stuff quickly, right? Like that. So I really hope they do more buffs. They used to do them in like October. They used to do like strengthening batch in October, but they haven't like done that in like 2 years. They used to do it like all the time. It was like October or September, so I don't remember what month it was exactly. But there was a month in that range where they always would do a batch of strengthening quests like the anniversary, but they just stopped all of a sudden. So I'm kind of worried we're not going back to that. We'll start with MASH, I guess. And then this, and clean up with. You look at all these. Look at all these assassins. I'll bring Billy just because we need Bond, as we need Billy coins. I think Billy right now is not like the most important, but in the long run on this account, I think Billy is the most important unit for the account because he's like our only chance for fluffing. Yeah, Asterios is banned just because when he's useful, he's way too good. But when I think about it, we really didn't have to ban Fluffy because he's only super Omega broken in a few fights, and outside of that, he's just like kinda useful. So I don't know. We've said that like after once we get farther in the game, we might revisit the ban list and like twink it a little bit. So Asterios might get back in because we made the list in kind of a rush. And like when you really think about it, Asterios is like he's god tier occasionally, but then he's just kind of whatever. But yeah, maybe after 1.0, I think we should revisit it, and yeah, we can talk about it on stream and get the peanut gallery input because we value that so much. But yeah, we should do that again. Because the thing is, like, Asterios for port 1 is kind of dumb. You can't lose to Guadia. Like I mean, just Guadia. No one wants Guadia to be a joke on this account, right? Like, if anything, we want Guadia to be a big fucking deal on this account, and he makes Guadia a joke. He makes Gorgon a joke. He makes a few other fights a joke as well, right? He's just ridiculous. Like he's way too good. Yeah, you can't be the peanut gallery. Yeah, you're allergic. All right, let's see here. You can be a peanut substitute gallery. Doesn't really matter. I guess we'll just K-scope. Did I not level my other K-scope? What am I doing? Oh no, it's already being used. Oh, okay, I see. Whatever. I'd be surprised if I actually use Billy for anything here. I shouldn't get cocky though. Like, this account really does suck. So, Cairo, we've done a decent amount of content now, and I think we can agree so far Camelot has been the hardest thing. But no joke, I think Fuyuki was the second hardest thing. Now, honorable mention to Oceanus. Like, Oceanus was nuts. Like, the demon pillar, that was really hard. But Fuyuki was insane with these restrictions. Like, I remember that stage before Saber Altar, it took me like 5 fucking tries or some crap. Like, that was ridiculous. Yeah, Fuyuki was just terrible. But yeah, the demon pillar in Oceanus that was really hard. But the rest of Oceanus wasn't too bad. But yeah, Fuyuki was stupid hard. Camelot was stupid hard. Oceanus had some hard parts. And Orleans, we had a few moments. Like, there were a few hard spells. None of the singularities have been a joke, actually, which is why I like these accounts. Nothing has been easy. But Camelot was, wow. Like, we got stuck on Gwaine, we got stuck on Ozzy, we got stuck on Lion King. I don't think we ever got stuck, though, on, like, Mordred, Lancelot. Did we get stuck on Lancelot? I don't remember. I don't think we did. I think Lancelot went smooth enough. Yeah, Ozzy, you know, between Ozzy and the Demon Pillar version of Ozzy, that was rough. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Lancelot was actually no big deal. Because, we actually had Berserker stuff. Oh wait, Rainbow Chains, right. God, I'm so not used to this. I probably should have Star Bombed with her, just get it on cooldown, and with the Rainbow Chain, it's pretty decent crit chance. Yeah, I remember Mordred, I think I might have taken, I don't remember if I one-shot it or not, I don't remember. But I know it wasn't that bad. Like, you had to think about it, you had to set up the team properly, you had to, like, I think I brought, you know, what's the thing? Parted Sea, that's the one. Yeah, I brought like Parted Sea and stuff like that, and it was good. But yeah, compared to some of these other fights, it was not a big deal. Okay, no Rainbow Chain, I'm sad. Cairo, do you think, especially on these accounts, because we're not going to be able to NP spam, like, do you think it's like more viable to intentionally bring teams that have higher chances of using rainbow combos? Because I actually think it is. And even for like other accounts that are stronger, I think that's true sometimes. Like, for real, rainbow stuff is not worth it when you're NP spamming, it doesn't fucking matter, but if you're like a weaker account or really budget and stuff, I think trying to get rainbow combos like snuck in is pretty damn good. Yeah, I think 2030 is actually really meta too now, because you get 20% crit across the board and then whatever 2030 gives you. Yeah, I think I need to start bringing like 2030 all of the time. Because just we'll crit a lot more, and then critting is just going to speed trash up dramatically. You know what? We'll do both. I should have done that on turn 1 though. Yeah, I need 2030. That's going to make clearing trash so much faster. Just crit. Yeah, I think I need to start thinking about when I'm doing trash mobs, I think I need to try to balance the rainbow. And I can rainbow here, but it's not super great. Yeah, it doesn't actually matter. In 2 years I can finally have a K-scope. You'll probably get a K-scope before you use the ticket. Although I tell you what, if you never ever roll story, your odds of getting K-scope or cope scope go down quite a bit, because that means you're probably rolling on banners, and banners normally have rated up craft essences, and that tanks your odds of getting generic CEs. Like, that's what, if y'all notice this, I have like 1 billion accounts, I stream all of them, and all of them have like all of the basic craft essences, and it's because I actually roll story. And when you roll story, you're just really likely to get that stuff, because like what the fuck else are you gonna pull? So yeah, like I unironically think you know, rolling story is worth it, and especially like if you save up your SQ and you beat Lost Belt 4, Asclepius is now unlocked, and then you roll story until you get Asclepius, right? Like, and then while you're at it, you might get a K-scope or a 2030 or a album by a master from Fate Zero, right? That could happen. So yeah, I think it's pretty worthwhile. they haven't tweaked Jinkei's is like confusing the hell out of me with whose cards need to go where. Having no K-scopes in 5 years, though, it's pretty, even if you don't ever roll story, that is still pretty bad luck. Should have done these skills so long ago. Look at her with her little mask. I really like her NP. It's really cool. Especially in slow-mo. And in slow-mo, it's not like painful because it's pretty quick. Like, no joke, Jinkei's NP is really cool in my opinion. Like, if I was gonna do like a top 50 favorite Noble Phantasms, I don't know where it would be, but it'd be definitely top 30 and potentially top 20. But I don't know, the competition's pretty fierce, so. But it would be up there. Oh my gosh, I need 2030 so bad. I just crit all the time. I should do a video like that sometime, like top 20, you know, coolest NPs or whatever. That'd be fun. And then you'll make YouTube comments mad because you're not gonna think the thing they think is cool is the coolest. It would actually take a long time to make though because there are so many NPs now, and I wouldn't want to like brush over everything, right? I'd want to like have to sit down and like look at a crap load of them, so that's tough. Worst NP animation in terms of quality is Leonidas's, but it's probably not the lamest looking though, to be honest. But it's literally his skill animation with the background going black. But the thing is, even though that's the laziest, I think we would all agree that is absolutely the laziest. I'm not sure it's actually the worst though. Like there are some really bad NPs out there that look like worse than just standing there menacingly. Yeah, Romulus's NP, that's a good one. That'd be the problem. Like I can think of way more than 20 NPs that I super like, so it would be very tough to pick like the top 20. Because like all the honorable mentions would be almost tied. Boudica's NP is pretty bad. That one is kinda yikes. Motohari's NP is really bad, and Cairo, have you noticed the like perspective on it is wrong? Like her sprite size relative to the enemy sprite size just looks completely wrong. And it's like, what the fuck? It's like they were trying to do some weird perspective thing, but it was day one, so they didn't care, and it just looks like utter trash. Like, I would agree, that one looks worse than Leonidas. Just standing there, like, yelling is way cooler than Motohari's. Hers is terrible. But I'm sure they'll fix it in, you know, 2027. Okay, looking like a Berserker moment here. Oh yeah, we don't need the Lion King preset anymore. I really need a preset that is just designed for our shenanigans. Cairo, if you want to level her to 70 or 65, you might as well, because we beat Lion King. Alright, I would actually like to do triple Berserker, but I don't have another Berserker. Wait, I do have another Berserker. Because that way I don't have his third skill, because this game is awesome. I guess I give her 2030 as messed up as that is. And someone is going to die. Bring an assassin in case still a rider left. Nah, she's got her battery. It's not leveled, but oh god, she doesn't have her third skill either. Imagine having a third skill. Quest lock skills, yep. So dumb. She's got a good NP. That's the thing, it'd be so hard to make a top 20 list because narrowing it down to 20 is just... like, that's so hard. And then like some of them it'd be really hard to judge, like what's 18 and 19, right? Like at that point, like what's the difference? That's kind of why some lists are kind of stupid, but it'd be fun to Try to figure it out. Figure out your own taste. Oh my god, his like best skill, of course, is the one you have to unlock. That is so mean of them. Like, his giant ass crit buff, you know, the one thing he's got going for him. That's so messed up. I need to go do that. Man, he's so cool, dude. What the hell, man? I wouldn't say it's the only useful one. I mean, the Star Absorb is obviously good too, but it is definitely his most useful. Okay, I can kill, but I want to get NP. Okay, in case she doesn't like do as much damage as I'm thinking, I'll do that. Like, his Star Absorb is not as good as some of the other Berserker Star Absorbs, but it is good enough that it still absolutely can contribute to him critting. Like, if he didn't have it, it would be miserable. Yeah, I will say, when it's level 1, it's pretty bad. But it's still better than nothing. Like, it easily contributes to value. Like, easily. Now, obviously, compared to a lot of other skills out there, it is very disappointing. Okay, no quick card. Actually, hell, I'll use it now. We'll, let's see. Wait a minute, let's have her do her attack though. Might have been smarter for me to NP with Lancelot in case he like make stars and stuff, but I'm gonna try to save it for the end because I don't know what the end is. Yeah, Zerkalot really does need to be 10-10-10. That's gonna be a while. I'll get his third skill though off stream. I'll probably do that tonight. That's really important to get that done. Don't you fucking kill Lancelot. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Also, please don't kill the salami sandwich that has 2030. Okay. I thought it helped. Honestly, I should just cast that forever ago because it might have gone long enough that we got it. Unlikely, though. It's so nice being able to do a combo like that, and like, really, the Buster Chain is more damage, but like, this is enough damage. And then before I do the big smack, I can just make some stars and get some NP gain. Like, it's really nice. And then the Buster's not getting screwed over, because it's still getting the first card Buster bonus. And then the third place bonus, so it's actually like, really good. Okay, so saving Salami's NP would have been better, but hey, we can Rainbow. I'll take that. See, imagine if Lancelot had his crit buff and I saved his Star Absorb, we could actually do a crap load of... we'd probably kill this thing, because we'd have the attack buff with our crit buff, with a Rainbow Chain, Buster crit, but we don't have any of that, because we don't have his third skill, we didn't save his first skill, and yeah, we're 1-1-1, so... or 1-1 blank, actually. He could still crit, though, although, wow, 20k, yeah, that's great. Yeah, honestly, I bet you if we had set up, like, a proper Lancelot there, he would have killed that thing. Buster Chain is really nice, but because our crit chance isn't so good, I think we Rainbow. If I had a higher crit chance, though, I would definitely have Buster. I mean, they got this. But, people about to die. I'm hoping Lancelot just gets lucky and lives. Well, so far so good. And we need to kill this thing right the hell now. This is kind of tough. The crits versus chain and then rainbow. I think we just do the old classics. And crits are nice, but extra attack and your counterclassing and all that. Almost. Pretty sure if this thing NPs, he gets evade, so I'm really glad we killed it before that. Yeah, we're gonna want that NP2 Lancelot. That would be nice. He's still gonna be really helpful to us, though. And he's not foed yet, like, he's not max level, there's all kinds of things. He's very far away from his best. He's a very scuffed individual right now. Alright, Pure Rider might be like a mini-boss. I kind of want to not summon Jinkei just because it's confusing. Even though she is way better than Sanson. Oh my god, your Sanson is NP1. Cairo, how is your Sanson NP1? That is so unlucky. But what is mine? Mine is NP5. Yeah. That's messed up. We'll just we'll just not put the Jinkeis together. That's what we'll do here. Okay, let's keep that team, because we're probably gonna do Berserker stuff like that from time to time. There we go. I wonder if we can get Bond 10 before Fluffy. I would say absolutely. Like, Lost Belts is a lot of content. Question is, can we get like Bond like 12 or 13? Because like that's what we really need. There's 9 enemies. My favorite part of rainbow combos is the 20% crit chance. And if you're doing like Star Bomb, but you don't have 2 Star Bombs, you only have 1, you do that and you do the rainbow, or just quick card first, you know, whatever's happening. It really adds up. It just massive increase to your chance of critting. Alright, we'll use this guy to make NP game. Get overkill. Sanson, would you like to have crit at all? Probably should have killed the one in the back because it's closer to NPing. Quick lead is still mostly only viable though if it's a rainbow chain or it's an NP. But that's why quick servants got a lot better, because they can quick, and it's like, oh yeah, this is great. You don't really want a quick lead unless you don't have a buster or you have a rainbow, right? Because if you do like quick, you know, and then you have like a buster in there, you're still lowering your damage by so much. It's not really worth the 20% crit chance, generally speaking. It's like maybe an option occasionally, but yeah, Bazette is super fun. And there's so many different ways to play her. And you probably noticed this, Kath, but maybe you haven't. She has a passive where buffs linger on her longer. So if you do like a 1-turn attack up, she keeps it into the enemy's turn. So if you do like the Mystic Code attack up, she'll keep it on the enemy turn. And they do that so she can counter and still have the attack buff. I feel like I have a really stupid crap distance on her right now though, so I might need to fix that. But yeah, she would just be so awkward if they hadn't done that, so I'm really glad that they did. Quick going first though in a quick chain definitely is good, and it is so great when you have a quick card that's an NP and you just do a quick chain, because you get everything that you got before, but now you make 10 more stars. You might crit while you're at it. It's great. Yeah, this guy needs to go. One thing I don't like about these accounts though, it's like sometimes it's kind of fun to have to use your brain and, you know, fight the trash mobs, but there's so much trash in FGO that I wish we could skip like half of it, right? Like I don't want to skip all the trash, but like I wish we could skip like half of it and get to the boss, because the boss fights is where you're really, you know, giving a crap. Yeah, we beat Lion King, thankfully. Quite happy about that. I'd love to kill everything here, but I don't think I can do that. Bizet is one of the few characters that skill seal can be good because you can force the enemy to attack. Also, some enemy skills are debuffs though, and debuffs will proc counterattack as well. Which I think that's why they did that. They wanted her odds to be better than like the typical. So like the odds of her not counterattacking are incredibly low. And yeah, she's like the one unit that really wants skill seal. Because a lot of the time, skill seal actually screws you over, but for her it's fantastic. We kind of just started the Singularity, so we haven't lost anything yet, but we haven't fought any super hard bosses yet. So we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and quick chain here. Look at that, making 100% crit. Honestly, as much as I don't like Liz, Liz is a perfectly good 4-star. Like, yeah, she's not gonna keep up with like Merlin, but I mean, that's not really to be expected. She has nice damage up, she does some okay damage herself, nothing crazy, but it's totally solid. And then yeah, she has skill seal, which for some units is terrible, but for like Bizet it's fantastic, and some other units it's good. But yeah, the amount of damage up she gives you is completely respectable, so she's a pretty good 4-star support. And then if you are fighting an archer, then she's really good. Okay, I think that's enough value out of MASH there.
Oh.
And when someone just says Liz, they're talking about regular Liz. Like that's kind of always how it is. Like if you're gonna talk about Mecha Liz, you're gonna say Mecha Liz, or Caster Liz, right? Like Liz is just Liz, the default one. Although I swear, I think a lot of people don't realize that anymore because a lot of people get into Fate through FGO now and they don't know which the original version of the character is. Like they don't. It's all like all the same. I'm having a hipster moment. Time for a big Charlotte crit. Let's go. 80% crit chance. Let's do it. Come on, get him, you fucking fuck. You had a crit buff from your 3rd skill. You had Buster up. You had an 80% crit chance. You had the first card Buster bonus, 3rd place Buster slot, and then you're just like, nah, we were just gonna leave that guy alive. Definitely hands almost there. Sanson cleaning up with an old school combo. 2001 special. Okay, no rainbow for us. I see, like before, I probably would do like art quick hit quick maybe, or you might do quick art just because the art does more damage. But like now because of the change, you do put quick first there for the extra crit chance.
Oh.
I have to imagine throughout this entire run, we have probably crit so much more though because of the gameplay changes. Even though we had quite a few fails in there. I was born in 2001. Cairo, I feel old. Okay, yep, I feel old. That's kind of weird to think about that. Chat, I was not born in 2001. Yeah, oh god, you were born in 2001 and you can legally drink now. Oh boy, yep, nope, I'm feeling pretty old now. FGO is a boomer game. I'm telling you, you guys aren't copium. People are like, oh, you're the boomer. No. Everyone playing FGO now is a boomer. Almost everyone. Like, I remember when I started streaming it and I started making YouTube videos back in the day, and when the NA version released, it was a Zoomer game. It was. And I was kind of old for playing it, right? But now it's just a boomer game. Like it's been out for so long, it is a boomer game now. What's sad though is like they're doing such a bad job of like keeping up with the better game design that's out there. That's why I was kind of disappointed with the anniversary. I didn't like universally hate it. You know, I'm glad they're doing the buffs. You know, Jufu's cool, right? Like, you know, there's the gameplay changes are nice. Like I legitimately like the core gameplay more now. I do. But like really, we need story replay, we need new game modes, we need a significantly better UI in almost every front possible, we need a better safety net, we need animation updates. Like, why does Sanson still look like a bobblehead, right? Like, what are we doing here? Like, Kath, you stopped playing FGO for a long time, and you come back now, and there's like 5 more animation updates for units you care about, maybe, right? It's like Leonidas still day 1, Sanson's still day 1, like Asterios still day 1, right? Like so many of them haven't been. Tesla though, Tesla got an animation update. Have you seen it, Kath? Have you seen Tesla's animations? Because they are fucking phenomenal. He's got some new voice acting too, that's really good. He has, I think, my favorite extra attack in the game. It's either him or Karna. Karna's might be a little bit better, but it's a tough call. I think the base boost is okay on him. I think it works the way they used it. It doesn't bother me too much. But yeah, I have his NP set to always be in slow-mo. That's the thing you can do in your menu now, is your profile. You can set servants to always be in slow-mo. It only works for you though. Like if you summon a friend, you don't have their settings. Although I kind of wish you did, to be honest. Or you could toggle it if you have their settings or not. That would be nice. Romulus extra attack's good too. Like, absolutely. But yeah, Tesla and Karna though, I think are my 2 favorites. Yeah, they buffed the shit out of Tesla as well. He has team-wide NP generation now. His buff success chance up, so his stun is like 80%, which that's a really big deal. And then he also guarantees his buffs on his second skill. So yeah, he's quite a bit stronger. And he was pretty good to begin with, so he's kind of crazy now. I don't know why I didn't do a quick card first. That would have been better. Thankfully it worked out. I don't even want to talk about Jekyll and Hyde. I'll talk about it in the tier list video, because I'm going to make, once all these buffs are done, I'll probably start working on a 3-star tier list video. And I'll say my piece for Jekyll and Hyde there, because I don't even, there's so much wrong on so many levels. I don't have the energy for that shit. Like, oh my god, I'm so defeated when it comes to Hyde, dude. Yeah, Tesla's buff's quite a bit better. I really stand by this. I think Jekyll and Hyde just got the worst buff in FGO history. You know, honorable mention to Kiyohime, hers is still really bad, but I really do think Jekyll and Hyde is worse. Yeah, you have a while before she gets rated up again, unfortunately. But hey, that's what the support system is, or support list is for. Okay, we will do that, although I probably could have switched those quick cards around, but whatever. Yeah, I will say, and I saw Sharquado say this recently, and I completely agree with him. If there ever was a servant that needs just a full-on revamp, it is Jekyll and Hyde. He is just so messed up. Like, you would have to do abnormally large buffs, like they did for Hohenheim, right? You'd have to do like 3 buffs like that. You'd have to buff his NP a second time, which they can do, and it'd have to be a very significant buff that added, like, it needs like a permanent attack buff. That would help a lot. Buster Up is just not good enough. He only has 2 fucking Buster cards. Like, how on earth did they think that was good enough? Right? He's not allowed to double NP like Orion or Baldy. He can't do that, and that's already a big hit. But he at least compensates for that by having a permanent buff. It can be removed though. But it's only Buster Up. It's only Buster Up, and he has 2 fucking quick cards and an art card. Right? It's ridiculous. All right, we got ourselves. We got Richard in his punk phase. I don't think we do the star bomb here. Yeah, he should get 3 Buster cards when he transforms. I completely agree. But even then, give him an attack buff. There's no reason why his extra attack, his quick attack, and his art attack should get weaker in high form, but they do. They get stronger if you're not counterclassing, but you're probably fighting a Rider, because he is an assassin and that matters, and his third passive is for a Rider. So you're probably fighting Riders, and if you're not fighting Riders, God help you, it's even like you're just so much worse off then. So yeah, his extra gets worse, his quick gets worse, and his art gets worse. That's the majority of his deck. Most of your cards get worse when you transform. That is so backwards. So an attack up on his NP is one of the most helpful things you could do, because now he just gets better, right? It makes his Busters even better, because the Busters get the attack buff, right? It's not like Buster cards don't get the benefit of an attack buff, but so do the quick cards, so do the art cards, and so does his extra attack. You know, much like Golden Sumo, chat, when, you know, attack buffs really are nice like that. And we're in the age of multicolor cards anyway, because like Hyde has to do rainbow combos now. Like no joke, Hyde needs to do rainbow combos now. So attack up is better than ever, and as such, that means Golden Sumo, chat, is better than ever. So yeah, reminder, Calf, because you haven't played FGO in a long time, that Golden Sumo Craft Essence is really good. You should consider using it, because you wouldn't want to give your unit suboptimal Craft Essences, chat. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't want to give them, like, Drunken Jolter, right, which only helps you if you crit or if you NP, right? Because Golden Sumo does that, but then it does all these other things, right? Like, if you don't crit, your other cards, your extra attack, much, much better. Much, much, much better. Let's see. You know, chat, What will you even do, chat? What will you even do if they do like a collage event like they did for Liz, right? If they do that for like Kentucky and like Banana Oni, those events, and they bring back Golden Sumo, what are you guys gonna do then? I will burn Golden Sumo. See, why would you do that? Now you're just burning a ridiculously good craft essence that could help your account in almost any circumstance. It can help an art unit, a buster unit, a quick unit, a crit unit, an NP spam unit. Why would you burn such a thing? This is just ridiculous. That doesn't seem very meta, chat. My JP account. You know what's funny though, is give it enough time, if they bring Golden Sumo back though, you give it enough time, there's still going to be a chunk of the player base that won't have it. But not that many. I think FGO's new player retention is so low. Like back in the day, they used to acquire new players, but they really don't anymore. And they need to change this game dramatically if they want to keep new players. So we're just slowly, every time someone quits, the player base is like permanently smaller. It fucking sucks, but you know, that's the situation for FGO right now. So the only way they're gonna like fix this crap is if they make the new. I really gotta stress this, because this is the thing. You know, it's more complicated. Actually, it's not more complicated than this. Achieving this though is more complicated than it sounds. But they need to just sit down and look at FGO, especially 1.0, like what you're playing through in 1.0, but even the Lost Belts. And they need to be like, how can we make this more fun? That needs to be the only criteria, right? The money has to come later, all that kind of stuff. They have got to make the game more fun. There is just way too much filler. There is just way too much like stupid shit. And it's just obvious, a lot of the changes they make to the like new player experience, this is why I'm so worried, because this is all I see the devs doing over and over and over again. And if I ever could like give them feedback, I would try that they would actually listen to. This is what I would address. All the changes I see them making are aimed at making the new player experience faster. That doesn't work, because first off, that makes it even more boring. And if someone is bored, they don't care how fast they get through it. No one is going to sit through Fuyuki to like Lost Belt 3, right? Just because you made it a bit faster to level up. That does not matter. You are completely missing the plot, right? So my advice to them would be stop worrying about making it faster. I don't even care about that. You need to make it funner. Now, in some areas, that's probably going to translate to making it faster and like taking out filler, right? Like removing filler, you know, trash mob fights and stuff. right? But don't make it easier, right? Don't nerf the bosses. Don't buff don't buff like stupid shit for the players. You don't need to do that, right? You need to make the game funner. You don't need the players to be thinking about, oh, I need to rush through everything until I get to the current stuff. You need them to have a damn good time through the whole game, right? That's what they need to do. So yeah, if I could give them any advice, by far, I think that's the thing that they need advice on the most. Like, absolutely, I think they're really failing their own business because anytime they address the new player experience, they're always trying to make it faster, and that's just fundamentally missing the problem. And yeah, it really concerns me. It really concerns me because, like, they just cannot hold new players to save their life anymore. And you know, in this day and age, they're going to need it. Like, they're going to need to bring in new players. And it annoys me because what a lot of publishers make this mistake, right? The mistakes I'm talking about are very common in the video game industry for like ongoing games, like mobile games, MMOs, things like that. And unfortunately, not all, like there are exceptions out there, but what most developers do, because they just don't know what to do, is they give up on basically obtaining new players because they think they can't, and they don't think it's worth the money. And so what they do is what they call like a managed decline. They know anytime someone quits, they're losing people like permanently, and they know that they're not really gaining new people. So what they do is they just try to like slow the player base from quitting, and they try to get more money out of what players they have left. So it's like if you can't get new players, if you can't get a bigger player base, try to get more money out of the players that you have while you still have them. That's what most games do, and it sucks, and it makes a worse game. It actually makes them less money in the long run. It's a very short-term thing. But yeah, a lot of devs just don't know what to do when they can't get new players anymore, and they just start trying to milk the players that they have like harder. And yeah, it like fundamentally it does not work. So I mean, it works in a way, right? They like Blizzard does that, right? And Blizzard makes money, but they could definitely make more money. And the thing is, WoW's also coasting off of its past success. A lot of devs that do try to do like the managed decline thing, a lot of them can't do it, right? Like WoW can do it because it's so popular, and even FGO can do it because in Japan it is so popular. By the way, we almost died to this dragon. Like, Billy is our last unit, and she's gonna die this turn, and actually even Charlotte could die this turn. Thankfully, though, I'm pretty sure well, yeah, of course we're gonna do 37k here, but like, holy crap. Guess I wasn't taking that seriously enough. I mean, I have to say it too, I wouldn't play this game anymore if it wasn't for the Fate franchise. I like the boss fights, I really do. It's not copium, this game can make some good boss fights. Their challenge quests to this day are good, right? I've loved, you know, Zeus, all of Lost Belt 5. Like, I can't wait, Kath, for you to see Lost Belt 5 Part 2. Part 1 is kind of boring as shit, but I'm excited to see what you think of like the boss fights and stuff there. I mean, just like the pacing of it, because it doesn't have any filler. But anyway, when FGO makes good boss fights, I like it. I like it just fine. You don't have to force me to play it at all. I fucking love it. But if it wasn't for the Fate franchise, I probably would have just given up on it by now because there's too much downtime. And then like Arknights is just getting better and better, and there's other games coming out. Like, I don't know, I probably wouldn't have quit it if it wasn't FGO or it wasn't Fate. I don't think I would have quit, but I would have probably played it a lot less. I would only come back when there is something to do, when they do a new main story. Like, yeah, I think I would always come back when there's a new main story. I don't think I would ever like give up on it like that, but I would definitely play it less if it wasn't Fate. Like, like no question. Again, especially with Arknights just getting so much better. Like, they even improved that game like by leaps and bounds, and it already was better than FGO in a lot of ways. I hate to say it, you know, I always say this, I'm not like hating on FGO. I like FGO a lot, and I want it to be the most successful, but yeah, I'm just not blind to the reality of the situation. And like, there's some of these other games coming out. I know the dev of like Punishing Gray Raven, they've got a new game coming out that they're working on, and it looks pretty good. It would not surprise me if they do a good job, right? We don't know enough about it to be sure it's gonna be quality, but like, if it comes out polished and it's marketed well, and you know, it's on PC and mobile and all that, I think that game has the potential to like really blow up. So yeah, FGO's got to pick up the slack. What I'm wanting to see, and this might happen, right? Because Lasagna is still new to the game. I'm wanting to see them to do like quality of life updates that are meaningful, that are not on the anniversary. Because we can't wait a year for them to do basic bitch stuff, right? We need command code updates. Like, I'm just desperate for them to like put out one of those quality of life updates that they do just randomly, and they're like, you know, we removed a bunch of filler from the early story, right? It's just shit like that, right? Like they need that. But I'm just so worried that they're just never going to do that. Because they're like, well, most of the player base is never going to play Fuyuki again, and they're never going to play Orleans again, and they're never going to play Septim again. So what good does it do us to remove filler in those? Like, why should we put development time into that? We need to go make a new waifu so the people wail more. That's what they're going to think. But that is short-sighted, right? Because you don't address your early game experience, everyone that picks up the game quits. And like, you can see that. It is so common when like you see someone on Twitter trying the game out, or someone streaming it trying the game out. They generally don't make it to Camelot, right? And if they do make it to Camelot, they might cheese it, or they might just lose and quit. And I've seen that. I've seen people get to Gwaine, get destroyed, and then just quit. There was a guy raging on Twitter once I saw that. It was just like, oh my god, Gwaine's so pay to win, they're just trying to make you go roll the gacha. Which I don't think is true. But that's like the perception the game is going to give you when the game is just so fucking easy, and then all of a sudden it's not, right? Alright, definitely rainbow to the face here. Roguelike game mode could work. A lot of what Arknights did to make their roguelike work could work for FGO. They are very comparable systems. You could do it. But for God's sakes, if I'm all for them copying other games, I tell you, this is like the key. You really should, when other games are succeeding, you should look at how you can apply that to your own game. And if it's applicable. It's not always applicable, but anyway, the key would be they have to put in the effort, right? Because I've seen FGO like do little, you know, half-assed, you know, side game modes and events and stuff, and they're always shallow and quite bad. So if they did that, they would just be shooting themselves in the foot. So if they ever do like a roguelike, they better sit down and take a minute and, you know, make sure they do it properly. Because I actually think FGO with a proper roguelike system like Arknights has would just be incredible. Like, I think it would be better than what Arknights has. Now, it would take more work. I actually mean that. I think it would be harder to make a good roguelike in FGO, and the reason is because there's so much more unit variety and also just broken nonsense. But when you look at the variety of like gimmicks they've done with challenge quests and main story fights over the years, and then ways you can incorporate that on a smaller scale, because you might have like some stages in the roguelike where you're only allowed to bring 3 units, or even you have to solo, but then you have full teams of 6 sometimes, right? The variety that they can do with that, and with like the gimmicks that you see in Arknights, or like the stage gimmicks and the items you can collect and all that, and the modifiers the enemies can have, you can do so much stuff, right? And like, especially how like Arknights did like the recruiting along the way, that would apply pretty damn well to FGO, and you could like be picking stuff based on the power-ups you have. Like, oh, I got Ardent power-ups, so I should pick Robin, right? Stuff like that. That would work really well in this game. I think they could really do it, and you know, you can have landmark bosses throughout, and like one of them has like a giant defense up, so you can beat it if you don't have armor ignore, but it's gonna be harder. And so, but there's like multiple bosses you can get, but like to prepare in case you get that boss, you might bring a unit that has armor ignore just because of that. Stuff like that is like really good for replay value and, you know, mixing things up. So I think FGO could do it. I think they could do it really, really well, and yeah, that'd be awesome. But yeah, I'm concerned that is absolutely not going to happen, but we'll see. But it doesn't have to be a roguelike, man. They could do a challenge tower. And I will say advanced quests are a good idea. I really do think advanced quests are a good idea. I just think they're approaching them in the wrong way. And I was thinking about this earlier today, because I was doing an advanced quest on one of my shitty ult accounts. And also right now with this account. I respect this as long as they do like other game systems, but I think what they're doing with advanced quests is they're actually trying to teach players how to play the game. And so when they do challenge quests, they're not blindsided. And when if they get to Gwaine, they're not blindsided. Because if you do the Fuyuki advanced quest after beating Fuyuki, so you're still weak, you'll learn something, right? If you do the Orleans one right after beating Orleans, you will learn something. And you won't be as blindsided by Gwaine when you get there, and so on and so forth. And thank you, 21 Legend, for the 13 months, dude, over a year. Thank you. I really can't thank you guys enough. I have like, it's crazy that I have all these subs right now. I just fucking nuts. But yeah, thank you guys so much. But yeah, I think advanced quests, they're not really supposed to have replay value. They're not really supposed to be that hard. They're supposed to teach you a gimmick and be like, oh, these kinds of units are good when you see this kind of gimmick. Because a lot of the gimmicks you see in advanced quests, you'll see in a challenge quest. You know, there's normally more to the challenge quest, and maybe the gimmick is like more toned down or even more extreme, but like you're like, oh yeah, this is kind of like that one thing. I really think that's what they're going for. They want you to go through the advanced quests, you know, have a bit of fun, learn something, not get blindsided by the hard boss fights in the main story, and then be more ready for challenge quests. And in that case, I'd say they are good enough. Like really, I do think the advanced quests are good enough to accomplish that. But the thing is, I think the game needs more than that, right? Also, I think the rewards should be a bit better. If you're gonna like use them to like teach players, like, because in order to like learn something from those advanced quests, you actually need to do them, like when they unlock. You need to not put them off, and so you should make the rewards a little bit better, right? Like a few summon tickets, maybe a few more bones, and like, you know, bronze mats per, you know, stage you beat. That way they're very appealing, you know, because right now, let's say someone's on a Discord and is like new to the game and they're like looking for advice of like how to get their account stronger and stuff. No one's going to tell them to go do advanced quests to get some, you know, easy materials to level up their characters. No one's going to say that because the materials are not that good. Right? I mean, they're okay, but no one is going to say that. But you should. That's what you should want from like a game development standpoint, is you should want people to like seek out the advanced quests, because you're going to like, you're basically forcing them to learn without them realizing it, right? And that's good. Like, that's what you want. And good rewards early game are good anyway. You don't want it to be a pain in the ass for people to level up as they go. You should try to pace the rewards so by the time they get to Camelot, you know, they're starting to get like level 70, and Babylonia level 80, and they're starting to get max level on characters. And that's like what you should do. And they shouldn't have to go farm a bunch to do that, which I think they are trying to accomplish, right? Because they got the pure prisms, they help with that. They give you more mats when you beat a stage and things like that. Like the leveling up your units, they have improved the early game. I think like, in that area, they have absolutely improved things. But they haven't made the game more fun, right? That's the catch. Have a nickel, yep. That's what I expect, chat. All right, don't kill my salami, please. I'm gonna save her NP for one turn. I could have given her the guts, but I'm gonna be greedy. I don't know. I only need 60k, so this might be like. Well, I don't have his crit buff, so you know it's fine. Actually, barely killed it. Yeah, launch was an experience for this game. Well, I should have given her guts. She had her NP, and she just died. God damn it. It's okay, we just Lancelot everything. I remember my chat, you know, they really caught on to the nickel thing when I mentioned I didn't like nickels, but Poi built a damn church out of nickels. So yeah, he's definitely been the biggest contributor to this nonsense. But by the way, it has not affected my feelings about nickels. They're still worthless. They look kind of like quarters, but like they're the worth. Like they're so much worse than a penny, because you're not gonna look at a pile of coins and think a penny's a quarter. Right? And what's really stupid is a nickel is bigger than a dime, but it's worth less, right? Like, it is just such a stupid coin. Like, what a piece of shit. And, Young Lost, thank you for the half a year, but you should really think about capitalizing that M and that Y. I'm just saying, chat. I gotta throw that in there. You know, maybe just consider it. You know, don't listen to IC when it comes to these matters. IC doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Alright, we're just slowly getting... Babylonia has so many more trash mobs than, like, Camelot. Because Camelot gives you Gwaine in Chapter 4, right? So you have something to, like, look forward to pretty quick, right? But Babylonia, I don't think we have a serious boss fight for quite some time. Like, honestly, I think Camelot, to this day, is paced better than most of the Singularities. I don't think it's as good as 5.2. I think 5.2 is the best paced Singularity. And I'm curious if Cairo agrees with me, but I assume he does. Because, like, there's just no downtime in 5.2. It's all good shit. So yeah, 5.2 I think is the best paced. But honestly, Camelot might be number 2. Let me think about that. Yeah, I think 5.2 is the best, and then, let me think, what else is there? Lost Belt 3 is not too bad. It is very back-ended, right? It's all at the end, but it's also kind of short. so, you know, you get to that boss rush pretty quickly. But no, I think Camelot is better paced than everything but 5-2. I think it's 5-2, then Camelot. Lost Ball 4, I wouldn't know. I don't think 4 is that well paced. It's again backloaded, and I feel I might be wrong, but I think it has more like trash fights than 3 does. Yeah, Lost Ball 4 is mostly all of it at the end. There's not that much to do at the beginning. Yeah, I guess 5.5 is okay. You know, you've got that fight. It's not as good as Camelot, I don't think, in terms of pacing. But you've got that fight with like Medea and Tunican, and you got Ibuki, and then you got the that one's all right. That one's all right. Yeah, so I would say 5-2, Camelot. Maybe 5.5 before Lost Ball 3, but they're pretty comparable. And then it falls off really hard after that. You know, they get really bad about it. I guess Shimosa actually. You know, yeah, Shimosa should be up there. I'm not big on the weed stuff, but like Shimosa was paced pretty well. Yeah, I'd put that up actually probably above 5.5. Yeah, I'd probably say 5-2, Camelot, Shimosa. Yeah, I think that's right. But yeah, most singularities, I feel like they just backload them way too much. It's just nothing. And I gotta say it, the singularities that Nasu has the most control over are generally the worst. Nasu is just like obsessed with like trying to add in pointless slice of life stuff and like these really easy fights forever, and then just a whole bunch of crazy shit at the end. That's what he always does. Like, he wrote most of Camelot. I don't think he wrote the entire thing though, like he did Babylonia. Also, the reason like Camelot's the way that it is because he was influenced by Dark Souls at the time. Anyway, but yeah, Babylonia is, you know, very back-ended. You know, it's like nothing, and then good boss fights. And that's absolutely how Lost Belt 6 is. Because, you know, Fluffy's a good boss fight, Morgan's a good boss fight, but you don't get to that stuff for a really long time. CCC is well paced, but I don't think it counts because it's an event. Right now, if you want to talk about the best events ever in terms of their pacing and stuff, then it's among them, I would say. Like, CCC is like every story unlocked, you know, every chunk of it had a good boss fight in it. And, yeah, it's great. Like, I really do like that. So, okay, we finally can use Dion. Although, I doubt these enemies are... Let's see, he has 7.8 versus 5. Okay, yeah, no, we'll do that. And then he can be like our tank instead of Mash. And then our Jason is a little bit better. Okay, yeah, he's 7.2. It's respectable. Still worse than Dion, but I'll take it. And then our killer, chat, the champion, the man that defeated Lion King by himself, clearly. Right, he fixed the Camelot singularity, and they say that Lancer Artoria is like around the power level of like a Grand Servant, right? And like, Gilius beat her, so you know by that he's stronger than a Grand Servant. So yeah, what a champion! Also, he's probably getting buffed tomorrow. I think he is pretty likely to get buffed tomorrow. Like I think for the silvers, they're mostly going to buff the stupid shit that obviously needs it. That doesn't mean the buffs that they get are going to be good enough, but like I do think they're going to do that. I almost want to just... Dude, I want an attack up CE for him. Like really, because he has 2 art cards. Like yeah, you want to do busters, but he only has 2 buster cards, so like legitimately Golden Sumo would be really good for him. Like give me the goods. Alright, we'll do double Berserker for cleanup, and hopefully it's okay to bring Billy, because I want that bond. Yeah, Yang CE, right? Like, well, yeah, whatever. The only problem with Yang CE is when they are debuff immune, but that would be very good for him. The cat I'm watching is 25 pounds, so I'd say she is as strong as a grand. This logic makes sense to me. I mean, we might as well throw this out early. Although I guess I could have gotten smacked and then done it to heal, but I don't think that's gonna matter too much. Alright, the old classic BBB. Probably the least done chain since the changes. Like, Quick Chain still good, Art Chain still good, Buster Chain, eh. 90 health, okay. Oh, I love these rainbow chains, man. That's so much more efficient here. Not that we crit much, but... My cat beat up Guadia. Alright, we can rainbow, but do we? Yeah, that's fine. 1 star versus more crit. We'll go with crit. Yeah, the thing is, like, the early singularities have almost nothing but filler, which is pretty terrible, but even later stuff, like, if you're playing a new account, like, take note, when you get to, like, Lost Belt 1, it's a lot of filler. Lost Belt 2, it's a lot of filler. And, like, 5.5, I mean, or 6.5, the one we just got, loads of filler. Right? Lost Belt 6? I mean, there's so much fucking filler in Lost Belt 6, where you're just dicking around fighting stupid crap. I mean, it's like it's a problem. The reason they do it is because when the story releases, like when it's relevant content, they want it to last, right? So they put filler so you don't just beat it like immediately. That's why. And this is I've seen game devs talk about this. This is a common practice in a lot of games where they'll put a certain degree of padding to whatever the relevant content is to like elongate its shelf life. But then once it's not relevant content anymore, it's just awful. And then when you just did Oceanus and it was new, it's one thing. But when you see Oceanus right next to London, right after Septum, it's like, holy shit, it's nothing but filler, right? So it's horrible with Growing Pains. And it's not, I would rather they take, Genshin is a great example of that. And that's why I quit when they did their big update with the Japanese zone, because you could just see through everything that they were trying to artificially elongate the content. Because it was a dumb complaint they shouldn't have listened to, but when Genshin launched, everyone was just like, oh, this game's amazing, but I got through it in like 2 weeks and then there's nothing else to do, right? And so when they added like a big chunk of content, there's no doubt that is blatantly what they did. Because Genshin made it so like you couldn't skip the dialogue anymore. Like, well, you can, but it's like way slower. You have to like wait a long time to skip it. That's intentional to just waste your time. And there's just a lot of like moving around and stuff that they added. And they did so much stuff in Genshin to try to pad out the content. And because of that, I don't play the game anymore. I'd rather Genshin be shorter when they add updates. Like I get less time out of each update, but the update be great and for me to enjoy like every second of it. And same for FGO. I would rather they put out a story and ultimately I beat it faster, but every second of it I enjoy. That will get me to come back to your game every time you update it. But when you start doing filler padding bullshit, I don't even want to come back. Right? And the only reason I come back to FGO is because I happen to really like the Fate IP. And that's not a good sign, right? You want people to just like your game, and then if the Fate IP makes it stronger, great. But yeah, they need to fix this shit. I think it's a huge problem. And like 6.5 was awful. Like, and I got my hopes up like big time with 5.2. Because regardless if you like 5.2 in terms of its story and stuff, because some people don't like 5.2 story, some do, some don't, and that's fine. But even if you don't like 5.2 story, I think a lot of people would agree that the pacing is pretty good. You weren't doing a bunch of random bullshit fights where you're just fighting like, 3 zombies and 3 zombies and then 2 zombies and 1 zombie's a bit stronger than the other. They don't do that ever in 5.2, right? You get to this shit reasonably quickly. The bosses are spaced out. You don't wait a long time between fights, and when you are fighting trash mobs, it's a little bit more interesting than normal. And there's just not that much trash, right? So like, I was like, oh man, they're really stepping up the quality. Like, that's exactly what I thought. 5.2 was such a step up in terms of like not having filler crap. And I don't mean story. I don't mean the story in terms of like the pacing of the story. I mean the battles. The battles didn't have filler crap. And I was like, oh man, this is a step up. But then Lost Belt 6 came out and it was just right back to insane levels of filler. So, and then 6.5 after it, again, filler again. So that was just like an exception. Okay, definitely rainbow combo. I don't have my buff though. I wish I did, because this would be a great time to do stuff. Obviously though, I don't think you have to beat Enkidu here. You can, and I think you get a chain. I think if you beat him, you get 1 chain. But I don't think, if I cast this buff earlier, I probably could have got my MP by now. But anyway, I don't think this account is capable of killing him within the time limit that they give you, so I am not even going, well, I guess I'll try, but I know it's not gonna work. I didn't crit a single time. Alright. Yeah, a whole chain. Either that or it's like a silver statue or whatever. I know one of the optional fights out there gives you a chain, but then sometimes it's just like a gold statue or a silver statue. There were like those optional fights in Guda Guda with the Berserker guy that you didn't have to beat, and if you beat it, you just got a silver statue. Which is very minor. But hey, at least it's something, I guess. Well, this turn is absolutely awful. It's actually so bad that I don't think I NP with Gilius. I think we Brave Chain here. I want to try to like rainbow combo with my NP. You know, Dion's attacks are actually pretty cool. An animation update that has aged well. I don't think he ever needs another one. Sprite is fine, the attacks are fine, like there's no problem here. Okay. We can rainbow. Hopefully that will give me... Takes me to 70% crit chance. Come on. Dream is dead. Can you imagine if I had just sent Zerk to bed right there? No supper, by the way. Okay, chat, watch our incredible Dion NP. Although, do I wait a turn? I might wait a turn. Let me think about it. Yeah, this is better. My last chance for a good crit. 67k! Chat, actually, if I brought like a team that was about nothing but killing this boss, this account actually might be able to do it. Because we've actually gotten farther than I would have thought, but we would have needed to have like had more damage up. Like Dion would needed to have been a damage dealer, I think. But I think it ends right here. So this 300k is still a lot. Guarded the attack down. Immune to the charm. So our NP applied a defense down. Wow, he killed us. I think we would have lived if we gotten the attack down. I'm actually serious. That was like so close. Oh shit. Do we have to actually beat this? Uh-oh. My back row is definitely not... I brought Billy, so... We have to actually beat this. We might be in a wee bit of trouble. I can beat it though, if I like bring a proper team for it. Especially if it's not time limited. I was only like worried if it was time limited. But yeah, Billy the Kid is definitely not going to make the final cut. If you have to actually win here. Only I had gotten my NP right there. Let's see, if that skill was ranked up, we'd probably have gotten those 20 stars right there. I'm gonna give him this because I don't want him to die and he's got to get his NP. I maybe should have put that quick later. Like 6 stars would not have been bad. Nice crit, you! And we don't even have his crit buff! I really need to get that. That would have been very... Oh, fuck you, game. You're just scared. Running away, eh? Can't handle the Saber Gilius. See, he heard that he beat Lion King, and he knew he couldn't do that because he's the same class as Lion King, but he doesn't have the Pearson vulnerability and all that. So he knows he can't handle that. He's just fucking scared. See, if it was Enkidu would have stood and fought, but Kingu, what a bitch. By the way, I actually like Kingu, but Enkidu is still better. I'm just saying. Alright, back to Rider bullshit. Honestly, there's so much Rider bullshit, I need to just keep a team. Okay. How am I gonna do this? So we'll make the team one, like, always changing. This one's the Berserker one. Fucking keyboard. Okay. And then this one will be assassin. Because there's a lot of writers in this story. Do I start with Charlotte or Sanson? Probably Sanson because of the heal. I could cut Mash, we could just have 3 assassins. And then when one dies, bring in Mash. That's alright. That's like a... That's a Copium David right there. Can I afford a Billy? I think I can. 130k just for Bond 7, dude. What a ripoff. Uh, 2030 needs to be on somebody. Getting close to 8. Funnily enough, though, the fight that I really needed it for was Lion King, and we're past that now. You know, chat, on that big turn against Lion King earlier today, where we did not crit with the Buster, I bet you if that was rank 10, I bet you we would have. Like, because we were really light. I think we were like at 60% or 70% or something like that. And so just the extra few stars, there's a, you know, it would have just put it more in our favor enough that I think it would have happened. But we won anyway, so it's fine. That's a passive aggressive, it's fine, by the way. Wait a minute. Quick first. Get those 20s. Didn't result in a single crit. They get to crit though. Cairo, I get the feeling your Jinkei doesn't have health foes. At least not max health foes. I'm definitely getting that vibe here. Because she's got 6,000 health. I know her split though does favor attack a lot. But still, 6,500 when she's a 3-star, where Charlotte, who has a better like stat spread, but is a 1-star, so she does not. Yeah, I figured. Because like, even though again Jinkei is not like the tankiest, like I would still think she'd have more than Charlotte, or at least around the same as Charlotte. I think it is actually, they're around the same, it looks like.
Oh.
Attaboy. Chat, I'm just so relieved that I'm through Lion King. That was a real roadblock, so I'm very glad that's over with. And like Babylonia, I'm sure we're gonna hit a roadblock at some point, but it is gonna be a minute. Like Quetz is gonna be a thing. Quetz is gonna be a thing. I'm trying to think if there's anything we might get stuck on before that. I don't think so. I mean, maybe like semi-stuck, like a loss, but I don't think we're gonna get like, you know, wrecked or anything until her. But she's a problem. Kingu, his main fight will be a problem. Gorgon will be a bit of a problem, not too bad though. And then Tiamat might be a problem. And then Corrupted Ushi's a huge fucking problem. That's probably gonna be the hardest one, I think. Unless we just get stupid lucky with the shuffle. And honestly, all of that, oh god, oh my god, oh no, all of that earthquake, your life being drained every turn crap. This account does not go fast. Have you all noticed that? Like, this account does not go fast. And we're gonna be sitting there getting picked to death, and our only healer is Geronimo. Oh, great. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this. Like, I swear we're gonna have to have, like, Zhu Fu just keep herself alive. Right? Like, that's like the, I don't know what else the hell we would do. Because Cause yeah, that earthquake is gonna murder us. By the way, in my rant there, I accidentally just unplugged my my sound. There we go. Now I can hear again. All right. Might NP this one because he's got less health, but he's also the gold one. Kind of weird using that stuff early, but I think it's fine. Maybe I should have just brave chained with her. She actually had some nice stuff there. Sanson is actually really good on these accounts because he's one of our only debuff clearers. So he's actually worth something. And if like the enemy is evil, then compared to his competition, he's not so bad. Damn, I was on some real hopium there, hoping to just one-shot that. Pyro, do you think we're ever gonna resort to necromancy? I could see it happening on like a specific unit. Like, I'm not sure we would do it like, you know, often, but I could see like a unit. It's like, yeah, might as well put necromancy on them. I didn't catch what you said. I was saying if we're gonna resort to necromancy at some point. And I think yes. I don't think like the whole team. I don't think we would ever put it on the whole team. But I could see like a key support having it or something like that. It is lame. Like, it absolutely is lame. But I could just see it being like our best option at some point. But hopefully not. Oh no. We are in so much. Can I stop getting fucked up by dragons, please? Fuck, I need to bring, like, default for this, I think. What do I even do here? Okay, well, we do this. Can we get an outrageously lucky insta-death? Because he's like a gold boss, so the odds are terrible. But, like, holy crap. I could gut Sanson, but I don't think he's gonna ever NP again. Richard, giving us a hard time here in his punk phase. Okay, the most likely to live is actually Charlotte, because she has the most health, and she has evade, so she's the best person to heal. Sadly, she can't Rainbow Brave Chain. She almost can. I guess I should have given her the Buster up because she has attack up. Be a very minor difference though. 41k? Oh no, I should have given it to her too because she has the crit up because she didn't proc the... Okay, that was a big mistake. But 41k? You're single target, lady. Oh boy, Jin K is gonna have to do some work here. Okay, Art Chain. Could have put Charlotte last. Someone get a Buster card, please. Okay, of course not. Do I try to get a Charlotte art crit? You might be able to get her NP without. Okay, actually, I'm not going to NP with her that turn. But I think that's like a weird play, but like I think we can win before I'll need hard survival like that. So here's what I'm gonna do. Middle defense downs, make the NP hit harder. Although maybe I shouldn't have invulnerability there though, because I think she could have lived anyway. Only 75k. Okay, I may have made a mistake. No, I think I made the right call. Yeah, I think we will win before the NP. Brave Chain is tempting, but we get the attack up and then we need this defense buff. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're gonna win like right before the NP. So there was no point in holding the invulnerability. And we still have Billy, actually. Insta-death? Insta-death? Like King of Son against Richard? That was a thing? Oh wow, 54k. Alright, she's got it. Easy. I thought we needed one more turn, but no, we're good. Very nice. I actually had to try a little bit there. These AoE bosses kind of tear us up, I've noticed. I cannot wait for these accounts, though, to have, like, leveled every unit that's allowed. Because then you just have, like, the options, right? And you can try stuff. And also it means we won't have to farm very much, which will be nice. But, like, once we get Jufu and all that kind of stuff, it's gonna be nice. I actually think the other guy, I don't know how you pronounce his name. Chinese names are pretty tough, but, the Canoe Caster, I think he's not good in general, but I think he is good on this account because he is a reliable crit, it's a huge crit buff, and he is debuff clear. And I think we could do, and like even for Billy, right? Give Billy that, and now Billy's got an insane amount of crit damage. Like that's not bad. So yeah, I think he will get used eventually, and I think Phantom's gonna get used. We're not using Phantom at all right now, but Lost Belt 3, bet your ass I'm gonna use Phantom for the police students. Yeah, the bodyguard dudes. Alright, this seems like a good time for Berserker bullshit. Maybe sneak in a Saber. It should be fine. So what we did for free quests, what we decided to do is like... we have to beat every stage once, like normal, completely within the rules and all that. But once we've beaten it, we're gonna allow ourselves to summon our main accounts just for the farming, right? But we must beat the stage normal first. But because there's just no point in going through like that much slow nonsense to just like farm bones or whatever. And because like what me and Cairo both agreed on was because the farming was so slow, it made us not want to play at all. And that sucks, right? So I'd rather do it once legit and then make the farming like much more autopilot because the main account can just, you know, bulldoze it. But then when you go to make actual story content, you gotta do everything legit, right? I think that's much better because then I'm like way more willing to just jump on and farm a bit because it's not like a massive pain in the butt. $725. Why did I not cast my invulnerability? And it also would have given me debuff immunity. Because they do poison. Not that they actually used it there, but yeah, wow, what a mistake that was. My berserkers are exploding. Might as well throw the attack buffs out now because they're gonna die really soon. Try to kill some of these mobs first. I probably should bring a more intelligent team. There's actually a chance that we'll wipe here, because our back row is not very good. Hopefully we get lucky and we can get like this middle Salome's NP. Like on the next wave. I'm still so excited though that we beat Lion King 2. Like, that was such a hurdle. I'm just so freaking glad it's over. If I had attack up from the Mystic Code, he could probably kill all of these. But he is definitely not going to do that. So what we will do is that. And hopefully that he'll at least kill 2 of them. Fuck, that needed to crit. I probably should have done his first skill. And I should have done his second skill, actually, because we're doing our AoE nonsense. Yeah, we don't have foe items. He doesn't have attack foe items. That lowers your NP damage a lot. We're not max level. We're NP 1. so this ain't gonna do so hot. If he had crit, though, he would have killed that one, and then he could have art extra the 15k one, and he would have killed that one too. I really messed up. Also, I would have made 50 stars if I did the— oh, I did do the second skill, okay. Buster Chain looking pretty good right now. I swear if they can't do 15k. Okay, they got it. He just has to do 13, and he still got the attack though. Woo! We actually got value out of our berserkers there. I was kind of worried they were gonna just evaporate. I don't know why I didn't catch that on her the other turn. And we'll save them. Only 30% crit chance. Now it's 100%, so never mind. This game makes a lot of sense. It's so weird that's a meta combo now. Like, what you would have done before would be Buster, NP, and then like the crit you wanted, or quick. But now this is meta. Boy, you don't see that animation very often. I actually forgot to put that in my animation update video. Because it has to be an opening quick, which you're almost never going to see on a Berserker. You'd only see it if like someone else did, you know, Buster, and then he did Quick Buster or something like that. Or if he only does the quick, obviously. Now everyone is dead. Somehow Lancelot has never died. When we've done this triple Berserker thing, both Salamis always die. It doesn't even make sense because they have a heal, not a big one, but they have a heal, a damage cut, and an invulnerability, and we use them. And every time they both die and Lancelot lives. Although he's not out of the woods yet. I mean, lore-wise, Lancelot is actually insanely tanky, but, I was gonna use, Queen quick card, but we'll do this. Man, that's cool. Now we taunt, and then we guts. Yeah, he's good. He's gonna live. I really like how if you don't want a rainbow combo, or you can't, the old combos are still the best. And actually, the old combos are still the best every once in a while. Like, they're sometimes better than rainbow stuff, especially for NP gain. I very much for NP gain, the old combos are still better. But anyway, but then sometimes you just can't rainbow chain, so you need to like memorize two styles of normal cards and what's best. And rainbow chains also vary because you might have enough NP gain and you only need a little bit, so you put the art card early. But then it might be like, oh yeah, Stargen is futile, so then you put the quick card first, right? So I like it. I really like it. At first I was a little worried that it would like get rid of all the old combos, but it really didn't. So and I actually like what you think about the most now. You still think about the first card stuff like before, but not all the time. But what you think about a lot now is the first place, second place, third place thing, right? How like in second place they get stronger, third place they get even stronger. That's what you really got to be thinking about now. And that was, I think it's how it was supposed to be from the beginning, right? When they made the game, I think that's what they wanted. The thing is, they made the first card bonus for like Buster so fucking broken that no one cared about the second and third place bonus. That was like very secondary. So overall, I think the system is much better now. Like I really do. I'm very happy with it. Yeah, quick was never the right card to lead unless you were doing a quick chain or an NP or something. But even with NP, a lot of times you do Buster, then the quick NP, then something else, right? Yeah, I think it's much better now. I really do think the combat system is much better now. And here's the thing, the player side is a bit stronger, but not peak. That's what I'm really happy about. The meta bullshit, Double Castoria or cycling Veach, you know, all those kinds of teams, they're not really any better. I think Veach stuff might be a little bit better, but really, you just crit a bit more. That's not that big of a deal on those high-end teams. And it's more like you crit more reliably, where you could have just reset and gotten lucky before. So your peak barely changed, but the reliability is way higher, and then more normie teams are much stronger now. So I actually think this is a great change. Overall, I'm very happy with it. You know, I had to let it sink in because at first I wasn't really sure, but yeah, no, I'm happy with it. Okay, boys, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a break. I am going to eat, and then I'm gonna come back with some Arc Knights because I haven't streamed it in quite a while, because you know, anniversary stuff. But we'll do more anniversary stuff or more co-op stuff tomorrow as well. But for those that are just here for the FGO stuff, thank you so much for hanging out. So glad we beat that Lion King. I'm going to take a break though, get some food and all that, and then we'll come back with some Ark Knights. And, yep, take care everybody.